beautiful warriors of the quarantine. Here we are. Lesson number 8. It's our final lesson of our quarantine voice lessons. I'm in New York City and you guys are around the world. Hi, you're here, Marga, Cynthia, Cameron. Hello. Ron is here. Good morning, Ron. So happy to see you here. Tasha, Felicia, hello, sweetheart. Yes. Diane, Migle, hello. It's late there, honey. You're going to stay with us? Emma, hi, sweetie. Bernadelle is here. Emma. Oh, my goodness. You guys are so cool. So welcome back. Today's an exciting day. We're doing Aquarius today. Emily Autumn, hello there, darling. We are doing Aquarius today. So I am in celebration of my Armenian grandmother, Roxana Yezdan Setrakian. This is something that she actually made. It's long and it's pink, and I've got it also in yellow and blue, but I thought I'd wear pink today. Actually, I have a picture of my grandmother when I was I think I was your guys' age. That's my grandmother, Nani, Roxana Yezdan Setrakian. That's me with a tan. I think I'm around 23, you guys. So that's around your age. Yep. So I'm celebrating her today as we go into Aquarius and let the sun shine and all the rest. Thank you very much. I love your compliments. Thank you. Hi, Ranili. How are you? Okay. So this is all cool. You guys are all coming on. I love it. I love it. Isn't this pink fantastic? And it just makes me feel like I'm in celebratory mood. It's a great way to celebrate our gods and goddesses. You guys are really my warrior kings and queens, and I'm just so happy you're here. Oh, Katatsinya is here. Hi. Laura, hi, honey, you made it. Doris is here. Wonderful. Okay, so just a quick thing to say, if you're not, and those who are signing on later or watching later, be sure to subscribe here, because, this isn't the end. It might be the last quarantine voice lesson, but it's certainly not the end. And I'm going to be back. We're going to be doing some Zoom classes. That way I can see you all. So that's going to be really cool. That will be starting in August, I think. So just keep tuned. Also, please go over to Instagram. Make sure you follow me there, because while I'm away, I might very well jump on Instagram Live and do some quick warm-ups together. So you could find me around the world doing that. So please be sure to follow me on Instagram, and then Mary Setrakian Official over on Facebook. And I'll be jumping on from time to time, and I don't want to miss you. That's great, Ron. Well, you know what, Ron? You were 23, 53 years ago. Well, you know what? We are here at every age doing our joy and our love, and singing is such a big part of that. So this is great. Hi, Holly. Yay, Holly's here. O'Brien, wonderful. Great, Kata. Yeah, a Zoom class is going to be really, really fun. And I'm going to keep the price really low so anybody can jump on. I'm hoping for like $20 or something around that. So we'll be able to work it out. But I'm getting all the technical difficulties worked out now. Great. So as we're going here, Cree, hi, honey. Don't forget to hit the bell. I don't know what that means, Facundo, but we'll figure it out. JV's here. Hi, James. We've got the men here. Okay, so let's go right away to a little light lesson. What should we focus on today as we're doing Aquarius, which is from the musical Hair? We're also going to be doing Let the Sun Shine, and that's a special meaning to me. Yeah, like Susan's classes, Cynthia. Okay, here we go. Wouldn't you know? Today is gratitude practice. Gratitude changes everything. So gratitude practice. First of all, I am so grateful for you guys coming on with me each week. I know you've written me such beautiful notes, and I'm just so honored and by your words. But it's also given me a beautiful place to go, and I feel so supported myself. So thank you, thank you. It's just so full of gratitude. So let's keep this in mind as we go forward today in our lesson. First of all, I'm grateful for Sierra Bogus because of these lessons. Also, she, just to remind you, every Sunday, she does a new light lesson and talks about it with a special guest. And so be sure to go to her YouTube channel. And I want to shout out one of her special guests when they were doing responsibility. His name is Daniel J. Watts, W-A-T-T-S, Daniel J. Watts. And he's on Instagram. And he has something called The Jam, which is just was on Monday night. Fortunately, the videos are on his page. Go check it out. He has a hashtag of love terrorists, love terrorist. It's all about love. He goes to everything from how his grandmother taught him to blow a kiss to some of the deepest and most vital things we're working on today in our world in regards to Black Lives Matter and the rest. So please, please go check him out and watch that. That is just so cool. Speaking of Emily Autumn, who's here, I have to shout out her Asylum Oracles. These oracles are, see, Emily Autumn. She does so many things, and you guys have to go check her out. But these oracles, I mean, it sounds really, really dark, the Asylum Oracles. And what I love is it takes our shadow side and brings total light. And they are just life affirming. And you can pick an oracle card each day and read. And it's quite intense. And I love it so much. So check that out. Also, there's a book called The Artist's Way, which is by Julia Cameron. So I know if you feel a little abandoned by me this month, go check out The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. It's a book that was famous, gosh, over 20 years ago, and I still use her amazing tools to this very day. And I think you guys will find a lot of comfort in that. It's a 20 chapter guide on becoming a better artist and getting out of our own way. And so please, let's go do that, okay? Meg Stevens is here. Hi, honey. So glad you're here. Yeah, I'm sad too, to be really honest. I'm sad as well. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I stopping? But, you know, I have to go travel a bit and then we'll be back. So we've been doing this for 2 months. I'm so thrilled. And you've got all 8 lessons. They're going to stay on my page. You can always go back to them. And if you want to go over to my Facebook page, Mary Setrakian Official, there are 10 lessons there. The voice sync is not so hot. So there you go, Laura. Thank you for typing that. The Artist's Way. Yeah, perfect. And Julia Cameron. I actually worked with her at one point personally. She was writing some musicals. So, but she's the real deal. That book is life changing. The Artist's Way. Nunez here. Hi. Southern California. Hi, you guys. Hi, sweetie. 3 hours before me. This is another book that's kind of a book of the past, but it's so vital. It's by Louise Hay. It's called You Can Heal Your Life. This is not the cover. I used it in my one-woman show, and I made my own cover. But it's called You Can Heal Your Life. And what's so cool is when you're having an issue, physical issue, then you can go in the back here, and it lists the physical issue, and we find out kind of the emotional thing that's connected to it. And it's really, really so amazing. Let's see, who has an ailment today? Anybody? Maybe I'll share you mine. I'm having trouble with my ankles. So let's see, if I look up ankles, and ankles represents mobility and direction. So the affirmation I should be doing is I move forward easily in life. So a lot of unknowns for us coming up, right? So that's for me. Share it with me if you agree. I move forward easily in life. Jess is here. Hi, honey. That's a good affirmation for you. I move forward easily in life. So anyway, this is a really cool book to just have. It's really, she recently passed away, but her followers and what she was really the first one of The Secret, you know, before The Secret was big. All these affirmations are so divine. Okay, so I'm like into, and truth. Okay, so those of you like Meg Stevens who went to sign up with Susan Batson Studio, she's still doing those Zoom classes. In fact, they're going through the first of the year. So if you want to go do some acting class, just mention my name. And everybody's doing such great work. I get such great feedback from you guys. And if you want to order the book Truth, it's going to go take our work even deeper. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial today, but I don't know. I just want you guys to feel really, really supported. And I don't think, Emily, bleaching your eyebrows off counts, but get the book and check it out. Maybe there's something like that. Oh God, you know, if it's not one thing, it's another. Great, Meg, you got her book. Yeah, it's so great. It's really, I tell you, it's one of those books, and I've said this before, where, you know, you read it all the way through, and then I go back and I read it, and it's like I've never read it. It's like the first time reading it every time. So, and I've studied with her for over 20 years. So there you are. Actually, over 30 years. Okay. Yeah, Cameron, just let Susan and her son Carl know. She said, is it okay for all levels? It is. Just let her know it's your first acting class, and you learn so much watching others, and it's really inspiring. So it's okay. Yeah. Do the X or actor class. That's the first entry level. It's called X or actor. Don't do the audition class first. Don't do breaking down the text yet. Start with X or actor. And I think that's always 2 days a week. So you can find one of those classes. So beginners or advanced, it doesn't matter what level you are, but anybody can join those. I would suggest to do that before you do the audition class and the other classes I want. And then they have a Q&A. Sometimes you can ask questions about the technique and stuff. So it's really, really cool. You worked with Shakti Guan. Yeah, amazing. Yes, visualization. Oh, Cynthia, you've been taking it for a month already and loving it. Yeah, good. Okay, so this is my intention for today. We're going to review all of our technique. Of course, we're going to go right into Aquarius and understanding how to connect technique with the voice technique, how to connect emotions with the voice technique. Here we go. As you know, my method is called the Revolutionary Send. That's my trademark of the Revolutionary Send, the Mary Setrakian method, because we're putting together 5 elements of voice technique, which is really just how the body works, you know, and 5 elements of tools of how to connect the emotional life. And of course, I keep saying Susan Batson because she's the one that changed my life. And for you guys to be able to work with her is like, it's like a godsend. So don't miss out. If it's scary, well, talk to Meg. She said it was scary, and now she's in there doing it. So, you know, we're all fearful. That's kind of the human condition. So you just have to kind of take the plunge. So here we are. So we're going to look at personalization, fourth wall, sensory condition, need, and action today in regards to Aquarius. And we're going to keep going with our voice technique. The first 3 elements of voice technique are really the flagship of speaking and singing for the rest of our lives with great, great health. And that is breath, support, and resonance. Now, I heard from publicly on YouTube, a guy named Oliver, and he it's under, if you want to see his comment, it's under the quarantine lesson, voice lesson number 1. And he wrote to me and he said, you know, I wish I had found out about vocal fry and how to speak correctly a long time ago. He said, I always spoke in my throat for my whole life. And he said, now he has dysphonia, is that what it's called? Vocal dysphonia. And he has so much pain in his throat. And when he does speak correctly, it does feel easier, but it's so hard to do it because he's been doing it for so long. And I just say that to you guys because as we go here through the technique again, where I want to make sure that you're all speaking in the right place, and then we can lift it to singing. But his message really moved me, and I was so happy that he shared that publicly because it's a real deal. You know, I don't want you to be scared of singing, but if you have these 3 elements, breath, support, and resonance, really lined up in a high percentage, don't have to be perfect. And also, you know, there are other times where you want to do kind of fun things that might be a little bit dangerous, but you're okay because you have your support in place. You're okay if you want to make certain colors is what I mean. So, so the flagship, I'm going to call it, is breath, support, and resonance. Now, if you're just coming on for the first time, we've got our core lovely ladies and men. I've got James and Ron here and my gorgeous women. And all of the rest of you, please, please shout out if anybody would like to. But that we're all in this together. But if anybody's out there who's watching this for the first time, you can always go over to all of the other 7 lessons. I really go over all of those elements very clearly for at length. Today, I want to kind of do it like a review, okay? So we're not going to spend so much time on really understanding why, but we're going to really go into doing. So if you have a question of why, please don't hesitate to go back and check out the other lessons. They're long. They're 3 to 5 hours long. So, that's a commitment to to hang in with me here. But that will answer your questions. Okay. Yes, let's start. I'll stop talking. Signing on for the Friday class with Susan. Excellent, Cameron. Wonderful. All right. So let's think about Aquarius for a moment, because we were going to be a little more advanced today. Even before we start our technique, we're going to go to the emotional side. We're going to get ourselves prepared to do our warm-up. And the reason why we have to do that is because this is an art form. It's an art form to connect our emotions with our voice. And if we can start warming up in that way, not really separating them and say, well, that's emotions over there, this is my breathing over here. If we put them together, you're already in the work. You're already on your way. And it's a great way to warm up. Kata, yeah, you're asking about private lessons. I've got a wait list for August. What I suggest is send me an email. You can do that through my website, marysetrakian.com. On the contact page, send me an email. Tell me that we did this here. Also send me a link of you singing so I can see you singing, and tell me your time zone. Okay. And tell me your time zone, where you are in the world. And I'll get back to you. And I should have some openings coming up. I'm not so sure yet. Depends on my other students, their schedules. So that's what you do. Okay. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, good. So I'm just checking my list. So a lot of you have asked, what do I do for a warm-up? This is where we're going now. First things first, did you all make your bed today? You want to make your bed. You want to get a little bit cleaned up in your life so we can go be dirty and messy in our art. So that's one thing. Also, if you scrub a floor, it's really good for your soul. You're kind of scrubbing your soul if you scrub the floor. So just 2 little tips before we even start. Okay. And you did make your bed, Emily. Excellent. So did I. I'm like, God, if I'm telling them to make their bed, I better make mine. So I did. Okay. And if you didn't, don't worry. Just we don't have to be perfect, but everything in moderation, including moderation. That's a good one. Okay. So Aquarius. Now, what's so interesting and why I picked that this week, on Saturday is an eclipse. And I think it's a lunar eclipse. And or is it solar eclipse? Shoot, now I don't remember. Okay, but it's an eclipse. And eclipses are very, very strong. And here we are in Aquarius, and we're going to find a parallel situation with Aquarius of where we are now. And it's so perfect because of where we are in our world. Lunar eclipse. Thank you, Doris. Okay, cool. So lunar eclipse. Yeah, we just went through the solar eclipse. Awesome. Okay, so we are thinking about Aquarius, which is from hair. Let's think about hair for a moment. Isn't it funny? We're not even singing yet, but this is really important. We're doing this work before we get to our warm-up. So hair. It was written, in the 60s? And it's about the Vietnam War. Yeah. So there's a war going on. And isn't it interesting? We kind of have our own war going on right now. But the main topics of hair is that the young people, the young generation, had a generation gap with their parents. They weren't understanding each other. And the younger generation their need was to belong. The need is to belong. So we now have to find the time in our lives when we didn't feel like we belonged. So I want each of you to think about that. When was a time in your life when you felt like you didn't belong? And it could be when you were a little kid, when you felt like you were left out, that somebody did not envelop you into any kind of community of belonging. So it could be, what I always use is and don't share this with anybody, but what I always use is when I was a little girl at 3 years old and I had my tonsils out and I felt very alone when I woke up and nobody was there. So when I woke up after surgery and nobody was there. So, and not that anybody didn't care about me, but it felt like that, So that's where we want to go. Okay, Cara Mia, you said, oh, most of my life. Yeah, it's going to hurt, and we're going to let it hurt because we are going to keep that need as the propeller of where we go. So, and I just saw this quote from Susan Batson's studio that says, whatever hurts our heart the most is, wait, I'm not saying it right. Whatever hurts our heart is great for our art. So if it hurts, we are going to make art out of it. And thank goodness you guys are all so talented. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to get back to the need. I want you to marinate on that a little bit. But what we're going to do is we now go into our warm up is we're going to personalize somebody in your life or somebody who you'd like in your life, somebody you want to belong to. Like if you take that scene of where you didn't belong, who do you want to belong to in your life? Who do you want? It might just be your mom and your dad. It might be your community. It might be a friend that you don't feel you're connected with. It might be somebody you want to work with in the future. It might be just a community that you want to belong to. Who is a person who you want to belong to? Yeah, isn't that a great quote, Emily? Oh my God. Oh, okay. So you got the person? Yeah, we want to have the person who you want to belong to. If you want to be on Broadway and you haven't been there yet, maybe there's somebody you want to be on stage with. Who do you want to be in the show with? What part do you want to do? Who's the casting director you want to be a part of? What show? What director? What person? And if it's just somebody personal, if you want to belong. Yeah, isn't that amazing quote? What I love about it is that it makes us understand whatever hurts our heart is great for our art, good for our art, is that we know that this hurt has a meaning. We are so lucky that we get to make it art. And so there we go. Okay, so we're going to put on the fourth wall. What's the fourth wall? Right. The fourth wall is the imaginary wall between you, the singing artist, and your audience. So we use this imaginary wall in order to get private. Now, those of you who say, I get so nervous when I'm on stage. I just get so nervous. It's just so hard. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mocking you, but it's really, really difficult. This tool is the best tool because now it's not about, oh God, are you listening to me? Do you like how I look? Do you like how I sound? Am I okay? It's not about that. It's about you getting up and doing your work. So now I'm telling you how to do your work. We are going to personalize this and make this your own personal journey. And those who, whether it's an audition table or whether it's just your family and friends who are watching you sing, or whether you're just singing to your niece or your nephew, or you're putting up a show in your bedroom. This is really fun because you can really use this fourth wall, this imaginary wall between you and the audience. Now you get to be private. You get to have your own, like they say, private Idaho. This is where you get to be completely private. And Cree, thank you about the dress. It's made by my Armenian grandmother, Roxana Setrakian. We called her Nani. So I'm celebrating her today. I think you came on a little bit late, so I was describing. Okay, so now we're going to pick our person and answer these questions. What is the strongest physical feature of your person who you want to belong to? Is it their face? Is it their eyes? Is it their hair? Are they tall? Are they short? Then ask yourself, what is the strongest human quality? Are they motherly? Are they giving? Are they funny? Are they intelligent? Are they genius? Are they a little bit aloof? Are they hard to talk to? Are they hard to understand? Are they just such a beautiful person inside and out? So that's what you're going to ask yourself. And now we're going to put that person on the fourth wall. And as you sing these exercises, you're going to keep that person on the fourth wall and send them to them. You can also use me as we're talking. If you want to send it to me, we'll be throwing the ball together, doing stuff like that. So you can do what's called endow me with your person. You can say, okay, now Mary is my person. I'm going to put her there. I'm going to put my mom there. I'm going to put my dad there. And now I'm going to pretend that Mary is the person as I throw the ball with her on my exercises. Other than that, we put that person on the fourth wall. You find a point. Now, not too high, because notice I disappear. If I'm looking up, you can't get into my eyes. You can't see my story. If I look low, that's hiding. So this is running away, and this is hiding. So the eyes are the window to your soul. So we're going to keep that open as we do our beautiful warm-up today. Okay, good? Yes? Love it. All right, so now show me, where are your lungs? We have to breathe. We have to breathe like the body was built. We have to breathe like as if we're breathing at night. Could it be someone you just met one time and never forget? Absolutely. You want to be along to that person? Absolutely. Yeah. If it feels the stunk, as Susan Batson would say, it feels like, oh, I want to know that person. Perfect. Why not? Good, Nunya. That's a great story. I love it. Okay, here we go breathing. Where are your lungs? Right. Here are the lungs all the way up here, and the bottom of the lungs are the bottom of the rib cage, which you can see in my dress. So here we got the sternum is this bone here, and all the ribs are here, but here are our lungs behind the ribs. Now, when we sleep at night, that's what we're honing. And we're honing this, you guys, because if we use how the body actually works, it's going to make it really streamlined. Remember that? So if I ask you, where do you breathe at the top of your lungs or the bottom of the lungs when we sleep at night? You all know by now, bottom of the lungs, right. So let's go over it quickly. Again, if you need a review, go over to any of those other 7. We go over it like quite intently. Okay, so I'm going to say it quick, but here we go. We have the involuntary muscle. What is it called? Yep, the diaphragm. It's right where my belt is. It's right underneath the lungs. It's even attached to the lungs, and it cuts us in half all the way around the torso. Why is it there? Well, because we have these 2 balloons in our chest, and they need to blow up, and they need to blow up by themselves. How do they do that? How do they blow up? It's a physics thing. I'm talking to you, so mine are working right now. Why? Because in our neck on either side, there's what's called the phrenic nerve. What does the phrenic nerve do? The phrenic nerve. That I hear some of you saying it out loud, and I'm so proud of you. The phrenic nerve sends a signal to the diaphragm. And the diaphragm says, got it. Got the signal. I know what to do now. And by itself, the diaphragm is an involuntary muscle. I'm not telling it right now, move, don't move, don't move, move. I'm not telling it anything. It's just doing it. That's involuntary, just like my heart. It's beating. Thank God it's beating, but I'm not telling it to with my brain. Like I can tell my fingers to move, but I can't tell my diaphragm. The phrenic nerve has sent the signal. Yeah, Meg, that's right. It sends a signal to the diaphragm. The diaphragm says, got it, and it contracts. How does it do that? It bunches up and drops down. Now, when it drops down, it creates a vacuum in the lungs. It creates a space that needs to be filled up. Negative pressure, as Cynthia said to me. Negative pressure. In doing so, it pushes aside these organs so your tummy's coming out. So that's the inhale. Phrenic nerve sends a signal. Diaphragm says, got it, contracts, drops down, and it creates this vacuum in the lungs, and we can breathe. Now, what do we, the singer, have to do with that information? This is what the difference is. This is where some teachers teach something a little bit different maybe than I teach. What I'm trying to give you is exactly how the body works and how can our brain thought help this to be streamlined. And what I discovered is the best thing to think about is starting the air where there really are lungs, which is the bottom of the lungs, and thinking down because the diaphragm's dropping down, and releasing the tummy because the diaphragm's pushing aside those organs. If we have this tight tummy, like if you're a dancer or you do yoga or you do Pilates and you're used to holding your tummy in to not look fat, all of those little things that we do in life, if we don't let this go, the diaphragm can't do its work. So all I say is think about the air starts here, not up here, not the panic breath, which I talked about with all of you last week. Oh my God, Meg, and also Emily Autumn. We really talked about this panic. And then the air comes in and the tummy releases. And Julia, you're right. We're going to get to support next, which is what I call the super belly button. So the inhale's here. Now the exhale, we're going to initiate from the belly button here, maybe an inch below. And it's going to bring it in on an S as we exhale. We just inhaled, exhale. So let's do this together. Belly button in. My sternum is popping out. Watch your sternum, guys. Watch your sternum. Go to a mirror or watch yourself in the, I don't know. Can you see yourself? Maybe you can't see yourself. Go to a mirror right now and do this kind of swing it in. My sternum's popping out. Just because I don't have any tension here. You want that to pop out. Super squirrel belly button. That's right, Cameron. We watched the squirrel and it was like, coo, coo, rah, because this connects. Now, super belly button. What we need from support is it protects our vocal cords from hitting each other and getting damaged. So this is the first two steps to make sure that you're not going to get into vocal fry. First two steps. And for Oliver, this would be like I hope Oliver tunes in. If you're here, Oliver, say hello. But I hope Oliver can get this belly button attacking in, because that's gonna start healing the vocal cords. It's also connected to our power. It's connected to our range, to have a really high range. And I'll show you how later. It's connected to everything so that we can get, our voice clear and free. Now, Jess, you had surgery. How are you doing, Jess? You had surgery right here because they removed, I think, your gallbladder. So you have to be careful. You have to make sure that you heal before you go in and start attacking with these muscles, because if they're not healed yet, it can open up and start bleeding again. And boy, you don't want that. So we're scooping it in. Why are we scooping it in? Because the diaphragm now is the exhale. The diaphragm's rising and relaxing. By the way, this ring is also my grandmother's. Is that stunning? Oh my gosh. Celebrating Nani. So the diaphragm's going up, and what my master voice teacher, oh my gosh, Phyllis Curtin from Tanglewood said is, we are following the diaphragm underneath. We are not holding the diaphragm here. The diaphragm has to be free. A lot of people say, support from your diaphragm, hold your diaphragm, make sure your diaphragm does this or that. Well, instead, we want to make sure that we're under it. Don't worry, the diaphragm is doing its thing. It's involuntary. We are supporting it by thinking of following with this energy. And notice I'm not saying hold, we're saying send. Good, Jess. Jess says that it's still hurting because you had to kind of re-injured it. I'm so happy that you're here just observing, checking, because it's kind of the think method too. When you are healthy, you're going to come right back to it. So let's do the S. Swinging in. How you doing? Good? Now let's see. S. Notice I'm doing this. That's because it's called balls spinning around each other. That's the pressure. It's not holding, it's sending. And guys, this is why I call my method the revolutionary send. Why is it revolutionary? Only because We're putting together 10 elements together for this synergy. That's why. It's like you guys are doing it. These are just elements that I've picked that are really profound in their place. The voice technique, the emotions, we're connecting them together. Now, what we want to do is inhale into the need to belong. And right now, the only thing, oh, you're doing good, Kata. That's so great. Oh, wonderful, Cree. Yeah, synetic energy, synergy. It's synergy. So now with your person that you want to belong to, just seeing the person, you're going to sensation of the need to belong. And that's an emotion. What do we do with it? Nothing. We just place it in and let it live. Later, we'll do a little bigger exercise on it. But right now, we're just seeing the person, and we're going to inhale into that energy of that emotional energy of needing to belong. And then as we exhale, we're going to do an S. And we're sending that person love. Let's be a love terrorist like Daniel J. Watts for a moment. And we're just going to send the person who we want to belong to whom we want to belong. We inhale with the need to belong. We exhale. We are going to send love. Inhale, need for to belong. Exhale. Through that need, we're sending love. Beautiful. Great, Emma Fox. You're sending. I love it. Connecting to the sending. Beautiful. Oh, Nunya, you guys make me so committed. Your commitment of being here makes me so honored. So thank you for your beautiful words. Okay, so we've got our person. I've got my person to whom I want to belong. We are going to do an S. Let's do a lip trill and send them love. Release S. Release S. Inhale. Send love. Inhale. Release S. Ooh, doesn't send love good? And I'm wearing my pink love. Oh my gosh. The heart chakra is actually green, but we can put a little pink around it. Here's a green stone. That's good. This is called, what is it called? It's called fluorite, and it's a green stone. Okay, here we go. S. Now, let's do a tongue trill. S. Can you do that? Try it. Now, if your lips and your tongue aren't sounding, aren't trilling, it means you're not quite in your support yet. But don't worry, it's a process. So please don't beat yourself up. If you want to cheat a little bit on the lip trill, you can push up here on your cheeks. Really push up. Make this funny, fleshy stuff. I used to have to do that myself. Then my teacher's like, why are you doing that? My new teacher, I went to a new teacher and I said, oh, I love this, but I have to do this. She goes, why? She goes, you're not connected. And I wasn't quite connected. Why wasn't I connected? Because my teachers told me to breathe down here. So I was trying to get air here and it just wasn't lined up. The air is actually in the bottom of the lungs and then it goes down. Amazing, right? Good, Anila. We're in joy. We're in love. This is so good. Let's keep connecting our love to our person we want to belong to. This is also going to just make your dreams come true, guys, because we're doing positive affirmations for where we want to be. And this is just beautiful. I love it. So S, vibration, do the tongue trill. Again. Beautiful. Now, we're going to now go to the M. Go around your lips. S. And chew. Chew, chew, chew. S. Now, we want to make sure that this jaw is free. Okay? So I was working with one young student the other day, or I saw her video, and her jaw was very forward and held. Turns out she had had jaw surgery. So it made sense that she was not clear about how to handle the jaw anymore. So what I'd say is we don't want to hold it and force it no matter who you are, whether you've had surgery or you just have a little extra tension. Sometimes opening the jaw too wide, it gets scary for those of us who have TMJ. So what I say is just move it effortlessly, just easy. If it hurts, don't overdo it, okay? Just little tiny moves is enough to get the muscles moving. Belly button. Ooh, we want to get as much vibration around your beautiful mouth as you can. Try that again. S. Emily Autumn is sharing that she has this issue also. She had jaw surgery. It was somebody else, Emily. Can you believe that? I don't want to mention her because she's not on with us right now. So I didn't want to make it public yet. But so many of us can understand. And Emily had jaw surgery. So post-surgery, it can become a real problem. But those of us who haven't had it, think about, it's also, you guys, a way to hold anger. Think about a dog. When a dog gets angry, they go, "Rrr, rrr." And some of us, when we don't have permission for our anger, not all, some people are like too angry and they got to go to anger management. I understand. But but let's just look at it on both sides. Let's look at it as where you don't really get a chance to release what you really feel. You know, some of us good girls, good boys, maybe we just want to make sure everything's okay. We just keep it at bay so we don't get into conflict with anybody. Well, that can make, you can hold that tension here. So when you release this jaw, you might feel emotions coming up. It's okay. Let them. We're responsible for our emotions. We're not going to put our fist through a wall. You're just going to let the emotions come. And if you let them come and you cry through them, they dissipate. They dissipate. And then also we can use them and put them into our artists. So it's all really, really good. Yeah. So thanks, Kata. I hope you don't mind me calling you Kata. Is that okay, Miss Santi? So let's chew a little bit. Now remember, we want as much vibration here. And this is going to connect to your speaking. You can hear me right now. I'm in the microphone, right? Everything is vibrating here. I'm not vibrating here. That's not what I want. This is dangerous in the long run. You can get away with it for a while, but guys, in the long run, and let's listen to Oliver. He said, Mary, I wish I'd known this earlier. He said, Mary, I have pain every day when I'm talking. Can you imagine having pain when you're speaking? Oh my God. So please, let's celebrate Oliver and his story. And I really believe Oliver can also heal. I really do. But let's all, in fact, please, can we just all send him healing vibes right now to Oliver and his throat? And that he really gets the understanding of the breath and the belly button support connecting to his instrument, which are which I'm going to go into next, which is these beautiful bones and cartilage here. So just feel vibration. That's what we're going for. So Meg's saying that she's having a hard time to focus in on an experience. Don't go to the experience yet, Meg. It's okay. That's why I'm taking time with it. Instead, right now, go to the person to whom you want to belong, okay? Don't worry about the experience yet. I'm letting it go so we have a little more time. Instead, right now, please focus in on the person to whom you want to belong. Bea, ciao, bellissima, come stai? Grazie per il messaggio. È fantastico vederti qua. Grazie, grazie. Thank you, Julia, for sending Oliver the beautiful energy. It's really beautiful. I think when we all send him energy, it's going to get pain out of his throat, and he'll get into this. Yes. Now, Nunya reminded me, we can laugh. Let's laugh. Right from the belly button, moves in. Right through here. Isn't this fun? This is kind of your warm-up, you guys. Okay. So Emma, if you're having problems with your fourth wall person, when in doubt, this is what my teacher taught me, choose one of your parents. Remember a time when maybe your mom or your dad wasn't there for you? Choose one of your parents. That's a really good go-to. Just remember a time that you wanted them to be there for you and they weren't. And maybe it was fleeting. Maybe it was a moment it wasn't even true. Like when I got my tonsils out when I was 3, they adored me. I mean, my parents didn't love anything more than me, but I felt alone. I felt 3 years old, alone in a hospital room with nobody there. Yeah. Or you might have something more profound and where, God forbid, somebody didn't care for you. And that could also be it. but don't get overwhelmed. Right now, just think about your person. And if you can't, as Emma, how does that work for you, honey? Work on maybe your mom or your dad. Okay? Good. All right. Yes, laughing is good. We got our laughing. So far, write this down, you guys. You all ask me, Mary, what's a good warm-up? What's a good warm-up? What's a good warm-up? The first thing you do, make your bed. Then, and if you can clean the kitchen, that's good too. Then, and your family's going to love you, you know, take out the garbage. Then, get in front of a mirror. It could be in the bathroom when you're getting ready for the morning, and do a few of these S's. S, s, s. Then connect to your vibration. Brrr, tongue trill. Brrr. And remember, the belly button's moving in. Brrr. Now we're going to connect it to your voice, which is what I call the front passage. Great, Emma. You can try that, honey. Yeah, let me know how it goes with your mom or your dad. Okay. Now, I call this what? This is resonance, and I call this the front passage. So James and Ron, you can really, for 100% of the time, think about this as your dominant resonator. We ladies, we can too. This is your dominant resonator. Ladies, we also have chest resonator, which we'll do a warm-up today. And we've done belting, and you can go back to, I think it's number 4 of the lessons here, maybe number 3 of Belt Legit. So you can go back and look. But today we're going with home base voice, and this is our dominant resonator. For the speaking, all I'm asking you to do is not go here, not go back here. Don't talk back here. Don't talk in your throat. Don't talk in your throat. That's where it's in the throat. This is in the back when you're back here. This is down here when you're kind of in the lower chin. Now, if I was up here, it would kind of be like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson used to talk kind of there. The whole Jackson family's kind of up there. That is a way to avoid your emotions. Yep, you avoid your emotions by talking up here. So I'm saying, think about vibrating right around your mouth. That's where I am right now. Not in my throat. Not back here. Not up here. I'm in my front passage resonators around my mouth. Make sense? Wow, this was something new. Okay. S, vibration. There we go. Now, Cynthia, did you used to be a little bit in your throat? I'm trying to remember now. No, I don't think you were. But anyway, it is interesting. Okay, Ron, this is a big deal for you, huh? Okay, excellent. So this is what changed my life as well, you guys. And my teacher, I've had some amazing master teachers, and this one was Phyllis Curtin. When she said, yes, we have vocal cords in our throat. It's true. They are little muscles and they vibrate. And if we didn't have them, we couldn't speak. That's absolutely true. But what she said is change your thought. Remember, thought is really important. Change your thought. And this is where I found the quantum theory thought of when we focus on a molecule, it changes. Change your thought of putting your voice here. Instead, we are going to focus that our voice is here in this sounding board, in this resonator, right in front of your ear here. This is your instrument now. Yes, there's stuff there going on. We can study it with pedagogy. We can study it with anatomy. We can study, but don't focus here for our voice technique. Instead, here. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, you would go too large. Great. So I'm glad you're not in your throat, honey. This is great. So Emma, you've got rainbows in your room. You're having visitations. This is beautiful. Yay, rainbows. The rainbow people have arrived. I love it. You hide your emotions in the falsetto. Now, Krikri, are you a man or a woman? I thought you were a woman. Women don't have falsetto. We have maybe whistle register. That word I use for only men. Ooh, that for us, it's more whistle register. So let's keep the terms clear. We'll say in your high, maybe say whistle register if you want, or your high head voice. For men, their voices change from full voice to falsetto. Ladies, we have our soprano, we have our belt. Okay. Now, cara mia, you know why your voice has been cracking. Your singing resonance has changed, but you've probably been speaking in your throat and your body is confused. I think that is insightful. I think that is huge for all of us. ZB says you get stuck in your throat and it gets tight. Yep. So if your throat is tight, not everybody's is, you want to open and relax and go for vibration. Change our thought, you guys. Don't think of your voice as this being your instrument. Now, this is the dominant resonator. Now, my chest voice is connected. That's why if I was here, my chest voice is not connected. And that's where Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, they all come up here and like, hi, how you doing? And my story about Nina Binder, that's what she used to do. She used to speak above her voice because it was too scary. Nina tells a story about breathing and about breathing up high. And she has a naturally high voice, but it was super high. It was off the charts because she didn't want to connect to her true emotions, because her mother used to commit suicide or try when she was young all the time. And the only way to get through was she had to force the emotions away. So when we taught her how to breathe, remember she was throwing up in the bathroom? I mean, it was crazy. But she came back and kept going, and her voice came down to this resonance. She's an amazing acting coach now, guys. If you ever see Nina Binder, go take a lesson and mention my name. She is incredible. Okay. No one says I think I have overdone singing and I have vocal nodules, because your voice breaks even in your talking voice. You're scared to go to the hospital because of corona. Okay. So what I would say is right now you're going to do this healing stuff. By the way, guys, at the end of this lesson today, I want to do another healing exercise. Okay, we did it last week and it was super great. And I want to make sure that you do it again. So try not to freak out, no one, and maybe you want to find a good voice doctor, not just ears, nose, and throat. Maybe there's somebody in your community who's actually for singers, and just do a little bit of research. And then when you're ready, and find out if you can go to their studio, their office. I don't want you to go to the hospital either. I don't think that's going to help you. You want to find a particular doctor and go to his or her office. Okay. And so just do that now. Now, you know what I mean? Just do it slowly but surely, one thing at a time. But right now you're getting what's so cool is, let's say, and I bet you don't, but let's say you would do surgery like Adele. Adele needed surgery. What I love is I'm giving you the tools now that after surgery, you're never going to have the problem again, because now you're going to understand the tools. Unfortunately, in my view, that wonderful Adele, who's probably my most favorite singer on the planet, her voice is so incredible. I don't think she got the right support. So when she was doing that really tough schedule, her vocal cords hit each other even after surgery, and they came back. So there we are. So please don't freak out. I would just suggest go one thing at a time. Okay. So Anila is saying it's difficult for the brain to relax. We have to force emotions. This is an art form, guys. To use our life and go back, it takes practice. And that's why I said, go to Susan Batson's studio, go have a Zoom class, do an X-Actor. The reason why Susan actually created those classes, in New York, it was called an X-Actor, and in the beginning, many years ago, it was offered every single day. And why? It's like a bar for a dancer. You got to go and practice using your emotions. So some of you, it might be the first time. It took me a year. Some of you are like, bingo, all's well. So no worry. Yeah, and Laura, I know we've talked about how you've been in your head a lot, and it's true. So we're going to do sensory conditions. So let's go in, because this gets us out of our head. So we're going to add right now sunshine. Just right here. Let the sun shine. Let's say that together. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. Say that. The sunshine in. Ooh, you just gave me chills. Great. Okay. So this is going to help us get out of our brain, and we're just going to go into sunshine. Let's do the S. S. Now we're going to say vowels. Do an S. S. Listen once. Me. Say that. S. S. Breathe. Me. Now notice we're doing an S. It's as if you're going to take another S, but instead you do the M into me. S. Inhale. Me. Wow. Now to get out of your throat, we're going to go put your hands right in your beautiful cheeks and just go here. And that'll get you out of your throat. I don't see what Jess said. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, the extractor is really helpful. Cameron, imagining all the front passage floors and my sparkly little triangle attic space has been so helpful in relaxing and placing those high notes freely. Love it. So let's go up the scale, because this is review. As Cameron said, we're going up the scale now, and up the scale, does the note get bigger or smaller for the space? Try that together. S. S. Make sure the belly button's swinging in. S. We're training the body now. We're going to get into our legs for a higher note because we need more support for a higher note. So when we go high, we go into our legs. I'm having you release your head because we're training these muscles not to hold. S. S. Oh my God, it tickles. Smaller, my little geniuses. Okay, so I've got this bottle. It's basically an empty bottle. Da. Now I've got a bottle with less space, more liquid, less space. Is this going to be higher than ba or lower? What do you think? Ba, going less space. Is it going to be higher or lower? Jess says higher. Ba. Ba, 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 da, da. Ba, da, 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 da. That's a minor 6. Da, 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 da. Yes, it's higher. So what do we do as the singer for that information? As we go higher, we do what I call pyramid. We go smaller up there. So it's just so fun. So fun. Yay, Dalila. I'm glad you're enjoying this. This is cool. So Bea says, since she's been practicing resonance support the way that I'm teaching you, which is basically how the body works, you feel your tone is fuller and richer and your voice is more powerful. Yes, because what you're doing is you're using your body and physics, and it suddenly becomes easy. We're just learning how to connect. How much energy of support do we need? Now, when we go higher, what happens to the balls that are spinning? They spin faster. Go smaller. Now, Cynthia said what she used to do with high notes was try to go wider. Then you hurt yourself because you're going against the physics. You got me? So it's so fun because we're just putting together physics and we find out what your range is, what your natural range is. S, S. Now, if it's hard to do that for you, try the tongue trill. Let's do it. S, S. Now we're going to do the M. S. Now, I'm doing it straight up here. Notice I'm not going back. No. Don't go back here. It's going to hurt you. It's going to jam your voice. It's going to jam your vocal cords. It's going to open up the space too wide and dissipate your sound. Those of you who say, Mary, I have a really, really airy sound. What do I do? You guys need to close the back and be very forward. Those of you who say, Mary, my throat is so tight. What do I do? It hurts, it's tight, and everything is weird. For you, you open more and relax. Ha, me, ma, and you let it vibrate here. Now, if you're in between and you don't have a problem, let's not make a problem. Just know that you're using only your front passage and you're not opening wide, you're not squeezing, you're just letting it live in your front passage straight up and down. Does that make sense? Isn't it crazy? I have to explain it to each of you who's different because we're all different. So I want you to make sure that you've got this clearer. Okay, so you guys understand the physics. This is awesome. Bea, this is great. No effort. You know, the fact is we're not relaxed. We're not like just relax and saying, no, we are athletes. You guys are connecting. Inhale. Yes. Support. Connecting to your instrument. This is synergy. This is not, oh, I just kind of do it. Now, some people are inspirational singers and they're able to do it. Why? Because they trust their bodies. They trust. They're not jammed with, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm stressed out. Oh, I'm not allowed for my emotions. You know, I joined those people. That's where I was as a young person. I didn't know I had not only permission for my emotions, but a responsibility for them. And when I learned that every emotion, all the ones that hurt you the most, are like so beautiful because you get to use them in art. Whatever hurts your heart is great for your art. That's what, and I just heard that last week. I never heard that before, but that's what changes everything. And that's what's so beautiful. Yeah, Nunya, you're like me, getting permission. So here we are with permission. Okay, let's do the lip trill up and down. Okay, for some of you, if you love this exercise, keep it in your back pocket. Okay. This is one of the exercises that my Broadway singers do when they're doing 8 shows a week. When I was working with Nina Simone's daughter, her name's Simone, and I was working with Aida on Broadway many years ago, and I would warm her up every day. But when she didn't have me there, she goes, Mary, I just do, and I walk on stage. And I wasn't surprised because she was doing what, 6, 7, 8 shows a week. And when you are leading a company like that, you're always singing. You have to like rest when you can. But if you're singing correctly, you're going to be fine. But if you warm up too much, it's not great either. So let's go for it. Okay. Nice. So we've got our person that we want to belong to. We're going to keep them on the 4th wall. We'll do the S. So here we are. Just a 5th. We want to make sure, this is important, this is a little bit new. I've told this in privates, but not here. This has to lead the voice. I want to say it clear. Maybe I have said it, but not. It's not about pushing your lips. It's about the belly button moving in, which is our support, leads the tone, or in this case, the lips. Don't push here. Let this be the thing that leads it. And we're guiding it straight up and down our instrument. We're not thinking of our throat. We're thinking of the front passage. And now you have your person on the 4th wall. We're going away from them. And then we're coming back. So legs, why do I say go into the high note into your legs? Why do we do that? You can write me why, and I'll tell you why as you're writing. We need more energy of support for the high notes. So just doing this action, you are in training, my dears. You are training your body, belly button down to support. You're training your body that this area is completely free. Men, you're doing fine. You're down here. Ladies, we're here because we have 2 different octaves because of testosterone and hormones. That's all. S, here we go. S. Now, where I stopped is we're right in the passaggio. Some people say, that's my break. What do I do in my break? I don't know what to do with my break. You're not broken, so I don't use the word break. I use the word passaggio, which is the Italian word for passage. It's like the bridge between the lower voice and the higher voice. Now, like in bridges, we need extra energy of foundation of support. So really get into your legs. We can't hold it like a bridge would, but we can send and really get into that support, extra support. Also, we want to compartmentalize. I don't want to go flabby like that, just is airy and dissipated. So in this exercise, it's going to be more what I'll call compartmentalized. Belly button. Really think of this floor here. How's that going? Energy support. Buoyancy, we love that word, don't we, Cameron? Because this energy here, it's buoyant. It's not held tight. It's not, and we're also getting in our legs. There, it is kind of a, I love that word, buoyant. It's like a buoy in the water. When you pull it down on a string, it has that pressure, but it's not like tight and held. It's bouncing, buoyant. Now, the higher notes, the balls need to spin faster. That's for the physics. No worries, Migle. You are amazing. I know it's late there. Bye, honey. Enjoy it later. Okay? Wonderful. So, Cree, instead of forcing your throat and your voice, think of the belly button. Connect more here and connect to vibration. Think of your voice as vibration, not trying to control it with your vocal cords. That we got to get out of. So let's go. Sunshine, sunshine, belly button. It'll be a tight space up here, but you won't feel any tension. Good. Yes. Ooh, now we're getting the sparkle on top. Now we're getting really sparkly. Men, James and Ron and any other men that are here, it's going to feel like that top note is going to be really tight. James hit his high A last week. It was so cool. And it's because you were in the physics of that smaller, tighter space. And you had enough energy of support. So we found out what your range is. You've got this amazing baritone with high notes. A baritone with a high A, that's Broadway. Here we go, a little higher. Hold on one sec. Okay. Good, Clarissa. Clarissa said that the drawing of the front passage is helpful because then you don't force it in your throat. It's what Phyllis Curtin said to me was, don't focus on your throat. Forget about that. And I always say, you know, the quantum theory, if we focus here, the vocal cords freak out. Don't put our focus here. And it's strangely, there are some voice teachers who say to focus here. So if you get caught up with a voice teacher like that, just say, okay, I'm going to go back to the one that doesn't force my voice. It doesn't hurt. You have to make the choice. It's your choice. But this is where we're going, to our front passage resonators. Now we're up high. Ooh, that was higher than I thought. S, S, N. Just do that. You see how that's small? That's the smaller. We're not going, it doesn't work. Look at my funny dress. It's so cute. S. S. Yeah, bravo, James, for the A, right? Tiny on top. Woo! S. S. N. Gotta keep it going. S. Yes. N. S. Tiny on top. S. Now, as some of you pointed out, I call this the attic. It's way up here. You guys just hit a high C, by the way. Great job. So, really small space up here. Here, let's go to the B flat. Got this? And it's small up here. That's where we're going. S. Still up there. there. Coming down the floors. And coming down, stay with me. Around your cheeks. Around your mouth. Belly button. 2 more. Great job. So if you love that one, keep that in your back pocket. Let me see what you're saying here. Lightning Sakura, you say, can you say I'm your teacher? Yeah, say, yeah. I took quarantine voice lessons with Mary Setrakian. I'd be so honored. That would be really cool. Some teachers do tell you, Cree, to focus on your throat so the opera voice disappears. Nope. No. So the opera voice sounds like that's your home base. We welcome the home base. Oh, for you, it may be. Beautiful. That's going to be your home base. The other voice they're talking about is the belt voice, which remember we worked on with the chest voice for the ladies. Today, we're doing Aquarius, which I want you to do in your home base, which might be soprano. So the beginning of Aquarius is when the moon, if I was doing it in my legit soprano, when the moon is in the 7th house. In opera, we vibrate every note, so it has vibrato throughout. Now, a trick that you can do to style it so it's not operatic, but you're not in your throat, just take out the vibrato and make it straight tone. Make sure your support is leading it. Instead of when the moon is in the 7th house, you'll go when the moon is in the 7th house. And then you can add a little vibrato at the end. That's called styling. So we style it. So please don't go to your throat to try to change the style. Okay? Sound good? I mean, stay with me here. If you feel like something else is better, that's your choice. But stay with me here because I want you not to get caught in your throat. All right? Okay, fabulous. Yeah, kata. So you can make this one of your favorites. I would do it every day. Good, Cynthia. You put it. Well, you know, we had a private lesson. You can put it on your resume. That's fine with me. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Good, Lightning Sakura. Everything's making sense. Dalila, a soprano. Yes. Kata says, just to make sure you got my answer before. Yes, you can call me Kata. No. No one ever called me like this before. Oh, I feel very honored. Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to work more on stylings after. What I want you guys to go for right now is what I call home base. So we're going to continue with our warm-up. So first thing you do in your warm-up, are you making your little list? You make your bed. You clean the kitchen if you can, but you make your bed and then you do the S in the mirror. You check your sternum. Is it popping out? Am I here? We connect to our lip trill. We do the tongue trill. We do right to the M. Then you can do the lip trill all the way up and down. If you love, that's a great way to start. If that's all you can do all day, that'll get you at least in your speaking voice and warm up your whole range. That's what's so beautiful about it. Now, I believe that we all have what's called a home base. This is going to be in my book, you guys. I'm getting my book ready, by the way. So keep that in mind as we move forward here. It's been a long journey with my book, like 15 years. So I'm really getting ready. But what I like to say is I believe all of you have your personal home base. And what that means is, what is your voice when you roll out of bed? I think we were just talking about sometimes like me can be, oh, Jeff is here. Hey, yay, Jeff. Sometimes we can be a classical voice. Some of you are more an automatic jazz voice, an automatic Broadway voice, more legit, more gospel. Everybody has something different. I want you all to just own whatever your home base is today. Okay, let me just read here quickly. You always felt like, Ronila, the lip trill, you can hit really high notes, but when you sing, your vowels get closed and get squeaky. Yeah, if you can do a lip trill, that means that you can sing it up there. And we do have to sing on vowels, it's true, but we'll do that in our warm-up. I'll keep that in mind. So speaking leading to throat pain. So Jeff says, what am I possibly doing wrong? I just woke up at 9 a.m. and your throat below is hurting, below your Adam's apple. Is doing vocal exercises now a good idea? So if you need vocal rest, Jeff, I would take some vocal rest, because if it's hurting, that's not good. Now, what I'd like to know, though, is why it's hurting. So is it because you're not speaking correctly? You're singing quite well. I heard your video, and you're singing quite well. It may be that you have allergies, that you started talking in your throat. Maybe you're getting a little bit of a sore throat. So if it hurts, when you have pain here, you go on vocal rest. Yeah. So you can listen. Yay, Mara. Hi, honey. Yes, thank you about the book. So, but take good care of yourself, Jeff. That's the most important thing. So if you spoke on a webinar, it sounds to me like you're not connecting to your support when you're speaking. This has to always connect when you're speaking, because if you bottom out, don't have it, it'll go into your throat. So that's what's going on. So you've got to start practicing what you do in your singing, in your speaking. We have to connect here. When I'm talking to you guys, last week I talked for almost 5 hours. If you can imagine, my belly button was sore at the end of 5 hours without a break. And my throat, I was tired, but that evening, my voice was right back, and the next morning I could sing like a dream. That's because I'm in my support. The super belly button is everything. We've got to get t-shirts. It's going to happen. Okay. Your mom whistled all the time, and it seemed to help your singing voice. Okay, I don't know about whistling, but that sounds like fun. Okay, great, Jeff. Got it? Wonderful, honey. Wonderful. So Cameron, you don't know what your home base is. Okay, well, whatever comes out of your mouth is your home base. So don't worry about it. We don't have to categorize so much. I just want you to feel fun. So what I'm going to do is give you some stylings today for Aquarius, but I'm not worried about overextending you on your range and stuff. But we're going to do a warm up now with our range. Laura, you can add Setrakian trained. Yes, you may. Yeah. The only word I don't want to say is certified, because I don't certify anybody, but you can say trained. I love it. Setrakian trained sounds really great. So if you want to send me a video, this is my last day, but I'll take it through the week, because I don't want to, maybe through the weekend, if you want to send me a video. What you need to do is an unlisted YouTube link, and send it to me either through Instagram Messenger. That would be fine. I will get it. But after like July 5th, I won't be able to take any more videos until I come back in August. Okay. So that's kind of my rule. I'm sure I'll break the rule here and there, but that's my main rule. Okay. All right. So now the next thing on the line, we're going to do a little staccato. Mi, me, ma. See, we're connecting with our belly button. This would be good for you, Jeff, to do speaking into singing, and then this is going to start getting into your speaking voice. But you want to hone your speaking voice as much as you want to hone your singing voice. That is what Oliver was saying. He said, Mary, it's so hard for me to work on my speaking voice. It's like singing. It's a whole other way. And so it's important. Okay, as a teacher, Ranila says she needed to go to ears, nose, and throat to get the okay that you were speaking correctly so that you could speak in 5-day classes. That's crazy. Wow. Where are you from that they put you through that? I think that's kind of great. Okay, pretty cool. Oh, Jess, thanks. I'm going to make my Sing with Mary shirts and all the rest. So here we go. Thank you, Holly O'Brien. Yes, super belly button is kind of the key. Okay, so, and because of super belly button, I like doing this staccato because it really makes us committed to connecting every utterance, initiating from the belly button. How about that? Isn't that great? Ah, Ronili from Israel. Okay. Well, first of all, the fact that you're doing it right makes me so happy. And the fact that you passed, this is such great, great stuff. And what I'm hoping in Israel, let's say you didn't pass, would they teach you how to do it? I kind of love that because, it's important to keep your health. So this is great. Revolutionary Send. Yep. I'm going to have that on the t-shirt too. Woohoo. I love it. Okay. Speak, me, ma, ma. Now we're going to put our hands here and just add pitch. Me, ma, ma. Me, ma, ma. So where we are right now, we're on the lowest floor around the lips. We're not going to push down. Men, never push down. Ladies, we're going to use our chest voice later. But even for chest voice, the low notes we want around our mouth. Believe it or not. Me, ma, ma. And me, ma, ma. Now notice I'm using M. That's because it leads us forward so we can get out of the throat. Let's just try me, ma, ma. Me, ma, ma. Me, ma, ma. Me, ma, ma. Round your cheeks. Me, ma, ma. Beautiful. Now, we're going to go down the floors. Me, ma, ma. 3 different floors. So let me get a picture. Hold on. So you see how this is middle C? What I just played was G, E, C, Do, Mi, So, Mi, Do. So it's kind of like where this is. Cheeks, upper lip, mouth, me, ma, ma. Crazy, right? By the way, I'll show you this special picture that I'll never show because it's going to be in my book. But there's our S. Our belly button moves in. The happy sternum comes out. Christopher Gunn made this picture. It's so beautiful. And here's our S. So that's what we want. I'm going to have these really cool pictures in the book. In fact, I hope to make a coffee table book out of it because it's so much fun. Okay, so now here we are with our mi, me, ma. Mi, ma, ma. We reattack that belly button and the sternum is popping out each time. Do it with me. Mi, ma, ma. Beautiful. And mi, ma, ma. Let's try viveva, viveva, zizeza, zizeza. Now I don't want z. It's the z is already up here. Zizeza, M. Mi, ma, ma. Oh, we keep going higher and higher. Now me is going to be a little smaller each time as we go higher. And mi, ma, ma. Mi, ma, ma. Mi, ma, ma. Mi, ma, ma. Now ladies, let's get a little sparkly soprano. Men is going to be that tighter space. Let's get viveva, and you're going to sparkle on top. Viveva. And viveva. 3 floors. Viveva. You see how this keeps attacking? Whew, it's a workout. This is like we're athletes. V lives up here. Viveva. Try that together. 2 more. Good. Coming down. Viveva. Zizeza. belly button. Viva, zizeza, zizeza. Mi, me, ma. Two more. Mi, me, ma. Mi, me, ma. Two more again. Mi, me, ma. Mi, me, ma. Two more again. Round your mouth. Mi, me, ma. Don't push down. Round your mouth. Mi, me, ma. Feel the vibration on your lips. Mi, me, ma. Wow. That's a good exercise, right? We went G to G, two octaves straight up and down. Okay, let's see where you're going here. Hearing a little vibrato. This is great. You're getting your voice released. That's why you're trusting the support and you're letting it sparkle. And then, suddenly your vocal cords aren't tight and tense. They get to just do their own thing. So you don't have to focus here. Just let it sparkle. And then that natural wave, that's what the vibrato is. It's a natural wave. Yeah. Oh, good. I love that you like that one. Wonderful. Now we're going to throw the ball. Great, Emily. Good one, right? Are you guys feeling connected to the super belly button? My God, I know I am. Let's have a drink of water. Here we are. Drink of water. Are you feeling gratitude? Let's do a little gratitude practice. This is so cool. I love it. Okay. Now, for the first time, we're really doing full exercise, right? I'm trying not to talk so much. Okay. So we did what? We made our bed. We did the S. We connected to our we did the all the way up and down. We started with just mi, me, ma, going up the scale. Then we did the triad. Mi, me, ma, zi, ze, za. Going back and forth with consonants like mi, me, ma, zi, ze, za, bi, be, ba, vi, ve, va. I like vi, ve, va for the sparkly vibrato. That's why I think you were getting the vibrato, because we release above it and then it sparkles above it. Because we have to sing on vowels and we also have to have consonants there. So this is going to help you. I forget who was saying that the high notes, you do the lip trill up there, but then you're not able to sing the vowels through it. So let's go up high with my other exercise. Okay. We're going to use some of the phrases from Aquarius. So Aquarius. So everything is through an ah channel. Aquarius. And also E might be one of your favorite vowels, like it is for me, because I can feel more vibration. So we may, then peace will guide the planets. So do you guys have your lyric sheets? When the moon is in the 7th house. House is an ah, and it's a diphthong, so it's an ah into an oo. House. So oo, we're not going to go house. We go house. The oo comes with the S. Crazy, right? And Jupiter. So here we go with the schwa. Jupiter aligns is an ah. Aligns, it's got an E in there, but we don't put the E on, only with the NS. Aligns with Mars. So we don't go Mars. Then peace. So we want a vertical E. We don't want peace. Then peace. So nice and vertical. Then peace will guide the planets. So this is how we kind of have to go through the song to see, what are the vowels? Why is that phrase harder to sing? Maybe there's something in the vowel, and maybe there's something in the consonant that leads or ends the note. So those are our little blueprint of how do we find our way. Okay. I tell you, Nunya, I am grateful for this whole group. Everybody is so spectacular. So we're just going to use the word Aquarius. So Aquarius. And we're going to use the word peace. Then peace. Now we're going to move our voice a little differently right now. So we're going to go, then peace. So I'm going to throw you the ball, belly button, then peace. So you're coming down the major scale. Then peace. Now the belly button's leading you down. Don't go peace. Peace. This leads it down. Now the jaw, as we talked about, we don't want to get angry and have it tight. So we're going to move it just effortlessly side to side. Then peace. The tongue, do not pull it back. Men, sometimes you get in this habit of because you can hear it in your ear. No, it sounds like muffled weirdness out here. We have to have the tongue really released. I don't love saying relax on anything because we're not relaxed. We're really we're engaged. But here, the tongue is pretty darn relaxed. We have to have the tip of the tongue behind the teeth here. Just surrender. Then peace. Good. So there are two floors. Then peace. Then we come back to the lower floor. How about that? So two floors. Then peace. Vertical S. Then peace. How you doing? It's a little harder today. Do you like it? So we're going to move the jaw. By the way, my grandmother, Nani, Roxana Setrakian, she was an opera singer. She was arranged marriage when she was 15. Her Armenian husband, my grandfather, was 32. She only had like a grammar school education. She went on to be an opera singer, a two-handicap in golf, and she was an expert in Asian art, went to Japan, the Philippines, all over the world, and brought back kimonos and made dresses like this. Okay. Here we go. Next one. Then peace. Here we go. I'm going to throw it, and you throw it back to me. Then peace. Throw it to me. Then peace. Good. Higher floor, smaller on top. Then peace. Just whatever your home base is, just free, effortless. If you want vibrato, if you have vibrato, use vibrato right now. Just like whatever's easy. If vibrato's not easy, do straight tone, whatever feels good for you. Here we go. Then peace. Throw it to me. Then peace. Higher floor. Then peace. Throw it to me. Then peace. Now, through the E vowel of peace, we're going to go into the ah channel. Aquarius. Don't let it drop back like Aquarius. We don't want it back here. We only want the front passage. How do we keep the note going at the end of the phrase? Let me see, ZB. Then peace. S, it stops. So we want to stop it. The way you go down, cascade down, the belly button leads it. Peace. Peace. Do that with me. Peace. Then peace. Together. Then peace. Good. Oh, good, Laura. Does that make sense, ZB? You got it? Now, we're going to do Aquarius. Now, the k could seduce us to the back. Because the k is in the back of the tongue. So we want to think more forward, and the the vowel lives in front of the K. He, K, ka, que, Aquarius, not Aquarius, Aquarius. I think my thought may be like with Shame and Les Mis? I don't know, honey. We're not doing shame right now, so I'm not quite sure what you mean. You can keep asking, but I don't quite get it. Let's keep singing, and then if it comes up again. So here we go. We're going to do Aquarius, S, because right now we're not climbing a phrase. We're doing 2 floors. Aquarius. Okay, let's try that. Good. Makes sense? 2 floors. Queer lives up here. Just sparkly soprano. Men, just your baritone or your high tenor, whatever you like. Aquarius. Send it to me. Aquarius. Good. Now, if you're a soprano and you've been doing vibrato, or a mezzo doing vibrato legit, now we're going to go straight tone. So for you who have already been doing straight tone, totally fine. I just want to teach the sopranos and the mezzos that, and also men, that this is styling. We're taking away the vibrato, but we're keeping it in that beautiful, what we found to be a laser beam. Aquarius. Try that. Throw it to me. Aquarius. Wow. Isn't that cool? So if I add vibrato for your sopranos, we just sparkle it. Aquarius. Now I'm telling you to just do straight tone. Cynthia, you're a genius at this already. S. Aquarius. Now I'm not even focusing on chest voice yet at all. Okay, so ladies, don't worry about the belting right now. This is just to tell you how to do out of your own home base, whatever it may be, how to style it a little bit more, just using that straight tone. Here we go. Let's sparkle it first. I'm going to throw it to you. Aquarius. Do the vibrato, everybody. Aquarius. Now we're going to do straight tone. Men, you're going to do it too. Belly button leads it. And we just think straight tone, and that's all we need to do. S. Aquarius. Still coming down the front passage. Straight tone, jaw still releases away. Don't want to add tension here. Try that. Aquarius. Here comes a higher one. S. Catch this fall. Aquarius. Send it to me straight tone. Aquarius. Wow. Now we're going to sparkle that. Now that was the E natural, which is really the passaggio note. So you need extra energy support here. Let's try the vibrato, both men and women. S. Aquarius. You really have to compartmentalize it. Try that. Aquarius. Now straight tone. Aquarius. It's a tight space, meaning it's like a laser beam. Try that. Aquarius. Now, above that is actually going to be easier because it's not the passaggio anymore. Let's do vibrato. Sparkle that, ladies. I'm thinking of you, Laura. S. Also, Emily. Emily, straight tone is your friend, huh, sweetie? So really send. Aquarius. And you can move that side to side. Try that. Aquarius. Now I'm doing it straight tone. Aquarius. Wow. Ready to try? Here we go. Laser beam. We got it. 1, 2, 3. S. Aquarius. Let's do vibrato. Aquarius. Now we're going to go to the G, because for you guys who want to sing high notes today, there's a high G in this, which is really cool. And you can do it with vibrato, even though it's a pop rock show. This particular chorus number You can totally go vibrato, or you can do straight tone, whatever you like. So let's do it both ways. Here we go. Ready, men? James, how you doing? You got to really stay in the support, right? Men is going to be that tight space. Here we go. Let's do vibrato first. Ladies and men, 1, 2, 3. Catch this ball. Aquarius. Good. Throw it to me. Aquarius. Now, I'm going to do straight tone. You ready? Aquarius. I'm too low. Sorry. Let me do it again. Those, yeah, perfect pitch. I screwed up. Belly button. Aquarius. Good. Try it back. Aquarius. Amazing. Oh my God. How are you doing? You love focusing on the details of this individual song. Great, Emma. Elena, you're here. You're singing before your flight. Elena's going to Italia. Oh, I hope you have a very safe flight, honey. Okay, woohoo, Cynthia, you did it, yes? Doris, excellent. Well, that was a workout, right? So this is nice. What I like to do is take the song we're doing and put some of our technique right on the song already. We're throwing it to our person on the fourth wall. We're kind of understanding the style. Right now, I tell you, this show, you could be all different styles, I think. It is a rock show, but these particular kind of chorus numbers, it's like Les Miserables. When I was in Les Miserables, the chorus numbers, you know, you had to sing super legit soprano at certain points in the score. I know because I was a swing, which meant I did every single range. I did the low notes, high notes, belted notes, super high Cs. So here, it's kind of the same thing. So we've got some high notes that could be really sparkly soprano, really amazing. So if you go in for a show like this or Les Mis, they're going to say for the ladies, I want to hear you belt. I want to hear you sing legit. For men, they're going to want to hear you do kind of this a little more pop Broadway rather than just straight legit, which would be more operatic, all vibrato on every note. Makes sense? It's a lot of information, but I hope that helps. Okay. Thank you, Elena. This is from my nonna. I'm celebrating my nonna today. Okay. So that's our warm up, and now we're going to go right to looking at the song. How you doing? Being a swing is really it's quite a job. I understudied 12 featured roles, 12 chorus girls, but they're all actually featured. And yeah, I was out for 2 years on the show and got to do all of them, and sometimes 2 at once, sometimes. So it's challenging because you have to not only be good about singing every style and understanding costume changes and how to jump into different characters, but also backstage and changing your microphone and your makeup and your costumes. It's really fun, but it's really crazy. Let's have our water. And as we're looking at my water, drinking water, I'm going to get out my big jug of water. You have to have a big jug of water wherever you go. Thank you, Elena. You helped me get my big jug of water yesterday. Because of you, I'm hydrated, Elena. Grazie mille. Mi manchi già. Okay, how are you guys doing? Oh, there's James. It went really well. Oh, this is awesome, sweetie. Doris did a great job. Cynthia did a great job. Emily did a great job. Laser beaming at Emily. This is great. Bea, brava. You're doing wonderful. I see. Yeah, Laura, it is like singing in choir. They often say, you have to use straight tone, but we have to use straight tone in these pop songs. And it'll make you a pop singer like that without changing even your style, without even changing the resonator to chest. It immediately can make you more of a pop sound, taking the vibrato out. Okay, Kata, how are you doing? Yeah, good. It's your first time going from like legit to that pop straight tone. Isn't that cool? So this is a great way to start. If you feel like me, that was a classical singer first, well, I ended up studying so much classical music that my voice was just like every vowel and all the diction was perfect and all this stuff. How do we get to pop right away? And the first way to go was understanding like scooping, styling, straight tone. There was a guy in Les Mis with me, Marsh Hanson. Oh my God. I love him. And he helped me with understanding styling. I just get together with somebody who like knows stylings of that, of like pop rock, if you're a classical person first, or if you're like a pop rock that wants to know classical, you can get with somebody like that. For those of you who are a pop rock first, you've got to get that kind of gorgeous vibrato in every note. That's what makes it more legit. So it goes the other way around. If you're a pop rock person first and you're like, how do I make it legit? I don't know what to do. Just think of every note vibrating beautifully, every note with vibrato. And that will, again, take you right into that style. Notice this is stylings. This is not really technique. Our technique is breath, support, resonance. Now we're getting to style that resonance with straight tone, with scooping. So let's look at our song. So let's just go through it. You want to try? Now, what I'd like you to do is we'll sing melody. And those of you who want to take the extra high notes, you're welcome. Those who don't, I'm going to tell you what note to take. If you just like to stay in an easy, well, maybe it's a high note for you. I don't think nothing's necessarily easy, but a simple range. You don't want to like go extra high. That's fine with me. Jess, your voice is so low. So I would love you, because we need low voices too, guys. It's not like, oh, I have a low voice and I'm nothing. No, we need low voices. Every musical director wants amazing low voices in their show too. So don't ever feel bad. Laura wanted to be a pop rock singer, but in a way you inclined to sing more legit. Yeah. Well, again, I call it home base. You have your home base, you get it really technically profound, and then you can go anywhere. That's my point today, you guys, is that I'm trying to get the pillars of our breath, support, resonance, getting that really like understood, clear, easy in your home base. And then you can go anywhere, whether it's adding straight tone for pop rock or for classical legit, adding more vibrato or doing more scooping. We're going to get into a little chest voice with the ladies here, if the men don't mind me taking a little time with that. Emma, yes, you're so great, honey. Puskalau, wonderful. Yay, low voices, JV, absolutely. And Emma, you're going to have the high notes. Yeah. So Emma, you're a classical singer first, but you've got this beautiful, or I would say legit first, but you've got, you can do straight tone. It's wonderful. Let's just sing it. Okay. I'll show you what you can do. We're going to get out your lyrics. So we hear, and I have a karaoke, but right now I'm just going to play the piano. When the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding, no more falses or derisions, golden living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius. When the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning just going to go there. And then we're going to do Let the Sun Shine after that. Okay? So let's think about this for a minute. That's a lot of words. It's a lot of stuff. So we've got our person to whom we want to belong on our fourth wall, right? Yeah. So now we're going to go deeper. Now we're going to go deeper. Okay. So ZB, let me just answer this for ZB really quickly. What you just said, okay, it's holding the end of Aquarius. So you're talking about how do you finish notes. And unfortunately, you're saying a word that a lot of us say and that are told, which is to hold a note. You have to now think, honey, and this is on shame, this is on any phrase you have. It's why I call my method the revolutionary send. You, ZB, have to think of sending. Aquarius! What you're thinking is hold. And my guess, I can't see you. I don't know what you're doing. But my guess from your words that you're saying to me right now is you're holding the note. It's getting caught in your throat and it's really uncomfortable and it must be so annoying, right? So you have to change your mind, not just your voice. You have to now go into, and I'm saying this to you because it's to all of us, honey. It's not just to you. We have to send. We have to reach our person. We have to put it out into the world. And that, I think, is a problem that you might have as a civilian of really sharing yourself, really sharing your truth. Is that ringing true to you? So we want to now take the risk. It's like my ankles. I'm having trouble with my ankles because you know what? Quarantine happened and now we got to get out into the world and my ankles are sore. Like Mary, it's scary out there. So I have to tell my body, you know what? I am safe to go out. And I say that to you because you're not alone. I'm not pointing you out like something's wrong. That is normal. But you now have to say, send. I am sending, and you're going to have your belly button leading it and sending it to that person to the nth degree. Oh, I'm so glad that's helpful, ZB. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Great. Margus, you're doing great. This is deeply helpful. Oh, that makes me so happy because we're all in this together, honey. I know I say I'm your master voice teacher. I know I say that I'm your master. The only reason that makes me the master is that I've been here doing it decades, but we are in this together. We are in this together. So we're always going to a new place, a new level. And you are, and so am I. So here we go. Here we go. Okay. Bye, Bea. Ciao, bellissima. Yes, come on back when you can. I know you're probably stepping into dinner now. So thank you for joining us. So Cameron says she has the PDF for all of you. You can also just get the lyrics, I'm sure, easily online right now. Okay, so now we're going to go deeply into our exercise to get connected to the need, even more deeply than just knowing the person who you need to belong to. Oh, ZB, I'm so glad that makes sense. Yeah. When we have these issues, when we have these issues like, oh, I'm holding the note. What do I do? How do I sing better? It's usually an issue related to our life as well. That's kind of a remarkable thing. And so it says, okay, if I'm having trouble sending, I recognize that I'm having trouble in my life, really, really sharing, really being out there and sharing myself. And let me tell you, there's only one you. And we need you in the world, all of you. And I feel that it's my calling to help you guys connect to to be on the path of your potential. And of course, we do it through voice because that's my superpower of understanding voice. But it's about connecting to the potential of who you are. And of course, potential goes on and on and on. We never really reach our potential, I guess. But we can keep going to layers and levels and enjoy it together. We're having this camaraderie, this moment together, and it's just so great. Okay, good. You just got an email that relieves so much tension, Cynthia shares, so it's easier to sing after reading it. Yeah, isn't it funny, those things that catch us, that take our emotions? So I'm glad for that. As Kata says, amen. Okay, so we're going to go to the deep work right now. I heart you too, ZB. Brava. Great, great work. Okay. It's cute what Clarissa just shared about Barbara Streisand, because she was also asked, how do you keep singing those notes for so long? And she says, because I want to. And it's an intention. Whatever we focus on expands. So let's get our intention right. So right now we're going to go to the pain. We're going to go to the pain of the need. And why? Because it makes us the three-dimensional character. If we're not in a truth, and I think that's why Susan Batson titled her book Truth. If we're not in that truth, it becomes, that typical stereotyped musical theater. Oh, those kids, they just, and people say, ugh, I hate musical theater. It's so stupid. And they're talking about that they don't feel you. They don't feel the need. So let's, all of us here today, and, it's been changing on Broadway with Dear Evan Hansen, with these great performers that really bring a truth. And Hamilton, it goes to a whole nother level. And that's what we want to join. And I want to give you tools to do that changed my life, that helped me understand, how do I do that? How do I bring my truth? How? Well, this is one of the tools that actors like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Marilyn Monroe, that Uta Hagen, that they use these tools to get them to a truth, because they studied with Lee Strasberg, who Susan Batson studied with as well. So these are the tools that those actors use. And isn't it exciting to be able to join in that art form and get this? Oh gosh, JV just shared that Hamilton's on Disney Plus this weekend. So we get to watch Hamilton. That's wonderful. Okay, so what we're going to do is called a sense memory. And now you're going to go back to a time when you didn't feel like you belonged. And I know it's a tough question, but if you can't think of something, I would go back to a time when you were a little boy or little girl, and a time when you didn't feel accepted or didn't feel like you belonged. But I tell you, it could be going to the hairdresser and not feeling like you belonged. It could be a friend that turned away from you and you felt like you didn't belong. It could be a time when your mom or dad said, no, you can't go out tonight, when you thought that was where you needed to be and they said no. It could be a fleeting moment that wasn't even true, but it felt like that you didn't belong. So does everybody have something? You could also, if you can't find anything, let's use the magical as if. I like using things really close to your life, but the magical as if you came home for Christmas, as if it was Christmas Day, and you got up, or you came to you live outside of your home, and you came to your parents, you came to your family, and they said, get out. That's the magical as if, creating a scenario as if they said, go away. So you can use that as well. And Ranili says she has so many instances that come to time. So there, for you, it's narrowing it down to the strongest one. So whatever one comes in your mind that feels the most painful, that's the one you want to use. Isn't that crazy? But what's bad for the heart is good for the art. So we are going to let that heart break for a moment. So answer these questions as I take you through this. How long ago was it that you didn't feel that you belonged? Was it many years ago? Was it more recently? Was it when you were a child? And Meg Stevens, I'm so happy that this is resonating with you. It is. Everybody's supportive here today. So as I ask you these questions, you want to take that risk to go to that pain, and then we all support each other, which is just beautiful. What time of year was it when you felt that you didn't belong? Was it winter, spring, summer, fall? What time of day was it? Do you remember the time of day? Was it the morning time? Was it the noon time, afternoon, early evening, middle of the night? Where were you when you felt like you didn't belong? Were you inside? Were you outside? You really want to find that particular place, that particular moment, Jess. Not just it's every time, all the time. You want to pick a particular place. Maybe it's in your bedroom. Where were you? Was there something in that place that you'll never forget? Maybe the bed, maybe the mirror, maybe the window. If you were outside, was there a tree? Was it a street? Was it a person? Was it a place? What part of that place will you never forget? And if it's hard to get to the memory, just go simple. Just go simple. Think of a time that you felt sad in your room and just remember that moment. Just remember that moment. It might have been last week, you know. So something in that place you'll never forget. And then do you remember what you were wearing? Maybe you remember, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but maybe you remember what you were wearing. And, you know, just know that you don't have to be perfect because there's no such thing as perfection. Just choose one. Just choose one. So we know how long ago it was. We know what time of year it was, what time of day it was. Now we know where you were, something in that place you'll never forget. Was there somebody who said something to you or did something that you'll never forget? Did somebody say or do something that you'll never forget? Yep, just pick one. That's right. Just pick one. It might not even be the right one. Who cares? We just want to try. So again, how long ago was it? What time of year? What time of day? Where were you? Was there something in that place you'll never forget? Did somebody say or do something that you'll never forget? And now, maybe it's just, if you haven't picked one, Jess, and it's just all the time, what do you want to say, but you never do? What did you want to say to that person who said or did something to you, but you never did? What was that one thing you wanted to say, but you never did? Now you're going to say it out loud. And maybe you'd never say it in a million years, but you get to say it now. We're going to say it, whether it's like, where are you? Why would you do that to me? Go F off. Whatever it is, you're going to say it now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Where are you? Where are you? That's what I would say. Where are you? Now you pull it back, that thing you wanted to say. There you go. That is the pulse of the need of needing to belong. Laura just shared hers. Give me a chance. There you go. All of us have our own. You can keep it private or you can share it, whatever you want. But this is the thing. When you say that out loud, the thing that you didn't say, if you were somebody who said everything, what did you really want them to understand? That will get you to the need to belong. Now, how are you doing? How are you doing, Emily? Emily Autumn, how are you? Thank you, ZB. No worries, honey. Just come back and check out the rest of the lesson. We're at 2 hours right now, so come on back. Thank you for joining us. You are amazing. Great, Emma. You're dropping in. Awesome, Cameron. Okay. So now we want to take that thing and we want to keep the sensation of the need alive. Now we're going to go to Aquarius and hair, and all those, they wanted to connect, right? They felt like they didn't fit in. There was a generation gap. They never felt like they fit in, and they wanted to have this community. And what did they do? They did some drugs. Now, we're not going to have drugs and we're not going to drink, but we're going to use the sensory condition of being a little tipsy. Okay? So everybody get up. And what you're going to do, you're going to spin around and get tipsy. Here we go. Spin around. Woo! Now we're going to have the first line. Let's just do that first line tipsy. Look at your friend who you want to belong to. When the moon is in the 7th house. Good. Oh my God, I feel tipsy. Do you? Spin around, spin around, spin around. Tipsy. When the moon is in the 7th house. Just talk to your friend. Good. Nice. So that's one of the layers now. Now we've got fourth wall. You've got your friend on there. We've got your personalization on, and now we've got sensory condition. We're all a little bit tipsy. Woohoo! Now we've got the need to belong, and now we've got the action. So let's check this out. What is this song about? When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. Let's use the coronavirus we have had, and now it's going to be a total lunar eclipse on Saturday. We are going to take the planets and we are going to be love terrorists like Daniel J. Watts. We are going to send love out. So we feel this need to belong. And what are we going to do? We're going to have the action of to love, and we're going to organize all the planets. When the moon is in the 7th house, say that and reach to your moon, and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace, what is it? Then peace, yes, peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. We are sending it out. You see all the layers? We've got the need to belong. We are now tipsy with the drugs. We feel this community, even though we're far apart from each other. It's like getting a hug from everybody, just feeling this tipsiness. Now we're going to organize the planets and send love. Are you ready for this? This is going to be fun. Okay. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter, that's it. That's it. That's it. Let's try this together. So stand up, spin around. Woo! Spin around. We're tipsy, tipsy, tipsy. Okay, we've got our friend we want to belong to in the middle. That friend brings everything together. We've got the moon. What should that be? Black Lives Matter. And Jupiter aligns with Mars. We've got the most loving people in the whole world, and we're coming together, protesting, being together on the earth together. And we are going to be one. We are going to be equal. We're not going to say, oh, we'll just be diverse. No, we are coming together as the human race to be equal. That's our action. We've got all 5 now on that side. We've got the 4th wall. We've got personalization. You've got the person you want to belong to. We are tipsy. We've got a sensory condition. We've got the need to belong. And now the action. We are going to send so much love that everybody beyond YouTube Live is going to feel this. Okay. How you doing? Bye, Kata. Thank you, darling. Mwah. Ready, Emma? Okay, let's try the beginning. Let's reach. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planet. Send love, and love will steer the stars. There we are. Okay. Then let me just give you the we'll steer the stars. So here are the notes. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Now, if you want to stay there, Aquarius, Aquarius. If you want to stay and just keep it an easy note, stay right on that B flat. That's a pretty high note. Aquarius, Aquarius. Others can go sorry, well, is it page turn? Age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, Aquarius. So that's the E flat. I wasn't sending enough. It was a little under. That means I wasn't having enough energy of support. Aquarius. Now, ladies, if you want to pop up, or men, James, you can do this too. Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius. Let's do that with the high voices. Other guys, stay on that B flat. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius. Ladies, Aquarius. Up to the high G, but you want to go to the E flat, what you do is Aquarius. Sorry, gotta go back. Here we go. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. So you have three different choices. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. Ladies, if you want to go higher, or men, Aquarius, Aquarius. Sorry, Aquarius. Okay, now we're going to go right on to harmony and understanding. Actually, let's do that part again, and we're going to reach, and really line up the whole universe. See your moon, the total eclipse of the moon, Black Lives Matter. We've got when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. That's when your love life gets all together, and peace will guide the planets. We're all coming in as one human race. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, and then we go, yes, that's the high notes. Here we go. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Stay there if you want. Aquarius, Aquarius. Excellent. Now we're going to go forward with harmony and understanding. I'm going to give you little, because these are really hard words to remember, so I'm going to give you little hand actions. So we're going to go harmony and understanding. So hands straight out, harmony and understanding, and then give yourself a hug, sympathy and trust abounding, and then no more falsehoods or derisions. Lift golden living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay, so let's try that again. So out, harmony and understanding, hug yourself, sympathy and trust abounding, reach, no more falsehoods or derisions, golden living dreams of vision. Oh, shoot. I forgot this. Okay. Harmony and understanding, hug yourself, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falses or derisions, golden living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Okay, let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falses or derisions, golden living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Now, if you want to go all the way up, go up with me. Aquarius, Aquarius. I think you can all do that. Let's just all do that unison. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falses or derisions, golden living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius. How you doing? This is good. And then we go back to when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace, we're going to keep giving love, and love will steer the stars. And then we're just going to be tipsy and crazy and dance. Oh my gosh. Are you ready? Should we try this? Let's try it with a karaoke. What do you say? Cool? Yep, we're still going here. Okay, I'm going to have a drink of water. You let me know if you're get ready. Okay. Cynthia's ready. Good. Okay. All right, so let's try this because we're a little bit, it takes a little moment for me to see it. Okay, Clarissa's ready. Yes. Now, let's see if this works. If I don't have technical difficulty, it'll be good. I'm going to put it right here. Okay. And then we're going to learn Let the Sun Shine right after this. We'll do that after. Okay. How you doing? Laura's ready. Cynthia's ready. Clarissa's ready. Emma's ready. Emily, you ready? Here we go. I'm going to turn this up. I'll let you know when we come in. So we've got 4th wall. Got your person you want to belong to. Let's get tipsy. Got to get a little tipsy. Spin around. Spin around. Get up. Spin around. Woo. Little tipsy. Yes. We feel the sensation of the need to belong. We're going to organize the planets and we're going to send the action of love. We are doing love and peace. We are love terrorists, bringing the world together. That's what we're doing. James is ready. You got the top notes, James. I'm so happy. Elena's here. Here we go. And when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falses or derisions, golden living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house God, are you feeling the love? We are sending the love. We are love terrorists. Thank you, Daniel J. Watts. Oh my God, how you doing? Line peace will guide the planets. Can you just do the line peace will, yes. And peace will guide the planets. Absolutely. Let's go back and fix anything, and then we'll do it again, and then we'll do let the sun shine. Okay. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, here it is, then peace will guide the planets. So it's then peace will guide the planets. It's kind of like a little poppy. Peace will guide the planets. Then peace will guide the planets. And love will steer the stars. Okay? You had the best time, Emma. Brava! Peace and love, Lynn Moulton. Thank you, honey. Thanks for coming on. Oh, you felt the love, James. Rocking it. Marga, right. Cree. You need a beautiful skirt. Yes, I was going to say, you got to go get something. I've got one more thing to put on. My grandmother also made this. So it's kind of my Aquarius. It's my Aquarius robe. So go get something out of your closet that has a lot of color. Should we do it again? Oh my gosh. So now we're going to learn Let the Sun Shine. And Emily's got her aqua velvet robe on. I'm so thrilled. Oh my gosh. So now we're going to learn Let the Sun Shine. Okay? Now Let the Sun Shine is really simple. And we're going to do all of it again. I promise. We're going to add Let the Sun Shine. I'm going to run over and do it on the piano with it. So sopranos and high guys, I would say, James, since you're working on your high notes, take this as well. Let the sun shine. Say that with me with your hands. Let the sun shine. Then it's let the sun shine in. Sing that. Let the sun shine in. Then it's the sun shine in. Sing that. The sun shine in. It's that easy. So it goes like this. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Now, we're singing high notes. We know technically we need more energy of support. We're going to put the words up here, smaller, sparklier. You can totally do soprano, no problem. James, just keep it tight, and the words live up here with it. I have to turn on the air because this jacket makes it hotter. Okay. Okay, so it's up here. Let the sun shine. That's you, James, right? Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Ladies, if you want to be more soprano. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Want to try that? 1, 2, ready, go. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Good. Now, this is going to be more the melody. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. So follow me. Repeat after me. Let the sun shine. Sing that. Let the sun shine. Then it goes. Let the sun shine in. Try that. Let the sun shine in. Then stay here. The sun shine in. Oh, Felicia, you have to go. No problem, honey. Bye, bye, bye. We got everybody else on board? Yes, we do. Okay, good. See you next month, Felicia. Thank you, honey. So here we go. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Sopranos, if you want to sing along yours, go ahead. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Now we're in the middle one. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. I'm going to sing the middle. 1, 2, 3, go. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Okay? Now, if you want a lower one and want to do one that's a little harder for your ear, we start in the same note. Let the sun shine. Try that. Let the sun shine. Then we go. Let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. The sun shine in. I was just thinking of you, Jess, and there you are saying it was cloudy all day and the sun just literally came into your room. Oh my God, we're changing the earth. This is great. So the lowest one, this is the third part. If you want to do a lower one, I know, Jess, you're just listening because you're healing, but this would be your part. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Okay. How you guys doing? Are you all ready? Here's the first part. I'll sing all three. Here's the soprano. Here's the middle. Here's the bottom. We'll go to the top. 1, 2, top sopranos. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Seconds, if men and women, whatever you want. Let 2, 3, go. Let the sunshine, no. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. 1, 2, ready, second. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Beautiful. Bottom goes. Let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. 1, 2, third part. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. We're going to do that now. You just pick your part. If you want to record it and send it to me later because I'd really like to hear you guys doing this. We'll put it all together and make a chorus out of it. How fun would that be? So send me yours, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we've got this need to belong. And now we are going to reach to our person on the fourth wall and say, I need to belong. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Okay? I guess I'll put this back on. Because now we're in let the sun shine. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting all confused. Okay. Do you have your top and your beautiful whatever that's really gorgeous? Okay. All right. So the first one, time through, you're reaching to the person and you want them to come join you. I'll sing the middle one. You sing yours. 1, 2, ready, go. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Good. So you're reaching to that person, you're saying, I need you in my life today. Come join me. I want you. One more time. We'll do that twice, like that. Reach to them. I'll sing the top part this time. 1, 2, reach, and let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Good. One more time. We'll do the bottom one. Let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. 1, 2, ready, go. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. So our action is to reach to that person and just say, come be with me, come be with me. Then we do that 2 times like that. Last 2 times we do it like we celebrate it. We got it. The earth is as we want it. By the way, this is my tour, the Let the Sunshine Tour, and I've been doing this around the world. Last year, this time, I was in Australia doing the Let the Sunshine Tour, and you guys are now a part of my quarantine Let the Sunshine Tour. So let's do one now where we celebrate. We literally celebrate. You ready? Do your part, whichever one you like. Let the sunshine celebrate. Let the sunshine in. The sunshine in. Last time, celebrate. Let the sunshine. Let the sunshine in. The sunshine in. Excellent. Okay, how you doing? Oh, you're doing good. You have a purple skirt on, Cree. Excellent. Emily's there. Autumn, Meg, yes, darling. Doris, bathrobe chorus, love it. Laura's got the stars. Oh my gosh. Too hot for a bathrobe. Ranili, just, get in your bathing suit then. This is Aquarius. This is hair. You could do anything in the show. They do a whole nude scene. I'm not saying to be, don't film yourself. I'm just saying you get to have permission. This is great. Okay. Amazing. James, you're hitting the top. I love it. I'm so proud of you, honey. You were just nailing your technique along with the everything. Okay. We are now going to do all of Aquarius going into Let the Sunshine. So after Aquarius, I'm going to run over and get to the piano and we'll do Let the Sunshine. We're going to do Let the Sunshine twice, 4 times. First 2 times, we're reaching to our person on our 4th wall. Let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Another time. And then we're going to celebrate. Okay? Here we go. Yes, James, Jess, we're all supporting. This is good. Okay. So did it work better with the karaoke near the microphone or did it work better with the karaoke back here? What do you think? As I set it up, you let me know which one was better. Okay. So do you have an answer? Which one was better? Are some people on a FaceTime with you? No, nobody is. I can hear you because I hear you through the ethers. No, I'm all alone here. I just read and talk to you. Okay. Closer to the mic. Okay, I'll put it there. Thank you. Thank you, Emily. Well, it feels like we're all together, doesn't it? And then when we're doing Zoom, I'll get to actually see you. So that'll be great. And I'll announce what all that is. Okay, drink of water. Let's do it. Good. I have it close to the mic now, so we'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to do the homework right before we start. We have to get everything organized. So what are we organizing? Yes, we are organizing our 4th wall. It's all good, Med. It's a great question. It makes, it feels like we're all together, right? I love it. So we've got our 4th wall. We've got the person to whom we want to belong. We've got the time, even if it was just yesterday sitting in your room, we've got the time where you felt like you didn't belong. And now our action is really kind of the opposite. The action is we are sending love. We are organizing the total eclipse of the moon. We are organizing Jupiter. We're bringing it together and we are sending love to this earth. We are sending love to every human being because we all need to be equal. We are seeing our Black brothers and sisters who their experience is completely different than ours. We are lifting them up saying, you have been killed over 400 years. You are being killed. It's time to stop. We are now lifting you up and bringing you together. We are stopping the people who kill you. And we are now going to bring love into our world. Love terrorists, love. And by the way, this is how you blow a kiss according to Daniel J. Watts's grandmother. You inhale, you kiss the sole of your hand, then you blow, and you follow it, and you guys can catch it or have it go on your cheek or wherever you want. Okay? Should we try that together? This is what he teaches. It's so cool. So you have to kiss the sole of your hand. You have to inhale first, kiss, blow, and you guys catch. And you follow it with your eyes. Okay? Very important information. So we are love terrorists. Okay, that's our action. Our action is love terrorists. Here we go. We've got, good, you caught it, Jess. Excellent. We've got our fourth, what we've done all, now we didn't get dizzy. We've got to get tipsy. That's really important. That's going to take away all your tension. Here we go. Spin around. That was Daniel J. Watts's grandmother. My grandmother, I'm wearing all of her things celebrating my Armenian grandmother, Nani, Roxana Yezdan Setrakian. We're getting tipsy. Spin around, get tipsy. Woo, here it comes. Got your fourth wall. We're a little tipsy. We're a little bit, this is a natural high. That's all you got to do in acting. Just the natural high. 2. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falses or derisions, golden living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, Aquarius. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ah, the sunshine, reach. Ah, the sunshine in, the sunshine in, reach to them. Ah, the sunshine, ah, the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Here we go. Celebrate. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Last time. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sunshine in. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys rocked it. How are you doing? Wow. Yay, Emily. Did you have a good time? Oh, great, Emma. Wonderful. Doris is ready for the lunar eclipse. You guys, I tell you, the total eclipse is a really special time to really give an intention. I did many years ago. I wanted to go to Italy and work there. And I prayed right at the total eclipse, and it happened. It happened. I've been to Italy for 15 years now doing my work. So please take the total eclipse for real. Yes, you guys are good. Clarissa, you did it. Meg, you are enough. You are so enough. It's unbelievable how enough you are. We've got gratitude. We've got gratitude. We've got gratitude. Yes, we do. Lynn, wonderful, honey. You did it. Great, Clarissa. Great, Emma. This is the perfect song and quarantine lesson. Yes, this is the perfect, I hate to say our final one because we will be back, but it is kind of tidying up the end of our 8 lessons together. And I'm just, Doug, hi. Well, thank you for that. Sierra is amazing. I knew Sierra when she was 17 is when I first started teaching her. And we've had quite a journey, and she's such a magnificent woman now. I mean, she's just a superstar on Broadway and just also a light worker doing her thing. So thank you, honey. Thank you for that beautiful compliment. And Doris says the lunar eclipse will be penumbral. So it will get dark slightly, but won't turn red like the umbral eclipse. Very interesting. Thank you, Doris. Cynthia, I bet you were singing your tail off there. Marga, excellent. Bernadelle, oh, I'm so glad you released Bernadelle. Releasing those emotions, so good. How's everybody feeling? Marga, great. Doug, yes, she is, right? I know. She's just knocking it out of the park. She's such an inspiration to me. You are outside in the sunshine, Cynthia. Brava, brava. Great. Aren't we all feeling the sunshine? That was so great. And if you want to send me your videos of you doing that, I'd love to see. Now, I have the healing vocal exercise. Would you like to do that? Kind of as a, we call it warm down. But what I really want you to do is have this exercise available. So whenever you feel that you need it, that would be great. Laughing and having fun, Nunya. Yes. Marga. Good. So last week we ended with the healing exercise, and everybody's saying yes. So let's do it. Let's do it. So I'll be doing Zoom classes, Meg. I'm going to put together Zoom classes. I'm not going to probably be seeing students in person for the rest of the year, but I want to do Zoom, kind of like what Susan Batson does. I don't quite know the technology yet, but I will be doing that. And we'll have classes here, kind of like this one, but I'll be able to see you and give you really personal feedback. Here I'm able to without seeing you, but there it'll be better. Yeah, I'll be charging, but very, very affordable, like $20, like Susan Batson. So something like that. I'm not sure yet, but it'll be very affordable. Great, great. Oh, wonderful, Lynn. Yeah, would love to have you here. Good. Okay. So, oh, great, Julia. Thank you. This will be great. Yeah, it'll be great, Meg. We can do that. I mean, you already been doing the Susan Batson, so you kind of know the protocol, but I think it's going to be fun. So now as we get ready for our healing exercises, just my list of reminding. So this comes from a really dear friend and colleague, and she's been my student as well. And she went to London. She's Italian and went to London to work with a group of doctors there, vocal doctors, because she was born with something in regards to her vocal cords. And they gave her a lot of exercises. And I did my own vocal exercises. I was having some issues about something in my vocal cords that was sort of a childhood thing. And so I've done some as well. But this particular exercise, the doctor said that Natasha could share them. So I feel really confident that I can share this with you. I use these with my star clients. I use it with it's really just a great one to use when you're really busy. I say my star clients because often they are I mean working 12 hours a day minimum. And so when they come over to sing or to work, we have to like not overdo it, because you have to stay really in your ease and effortless ease. So, so shall we do it? So these are the things that you need to do. I'm going to mark this down, 2 hours and 46 minutes. So on the other number 7, it's 4 hours and 25 minutes and 30 seconds where it starts. So I love for you to be able to jump to this at any moment so that you can use it whenever you need it. So grab a little water. Oh, I'm glad you're excited about the Zoom classes. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have a great time. Okay. Yes, it's 1969. Okay, so the reason I'm bringing this down, we have to get this set. What I love about this exercise from doctors I don't even know in London is they're using the exact 3 technical, I'll say, pillars that I use: breath, support, and resonance. They are in full regala, exactly how I teach it. How crazy is that? Because it's actually how the body works. They are doctors, vocal doctors, so they are also, oh, surprise, using the body as it works. So when I got this exercise, I thought, I don't even have to talk to them. It just goes exactly how the body works. And it's just wonderful. It's not anything that I could trademark because it's as the body works, right? So it's really wonderful to share this and to say this is something that's going to keep us really healthy. So the Zoom classes, I do private classes, Melissa. That's a whole other thing. So if you're interested in private lessons, I have a wait list. And if you want to email me through my website, that's fine. The contact page, you can email me. The Zoom classes is something different. That's a big group class, but I can see you guys. So everybody will get some individual attention. It'll be a lot like this class, but we'll get more individual attention, and I can see you and you can watch others working and but everybody will work. Okay. All right. So the things that we need to get with are, would you believe it? The S. So do the S. 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 Beautiful. Now we're also going to need the tongue trill. Now we're going to do the tongue trill with no voice. Tongue trill with voice. Lip trill, no voice. Lip trill with voice. Those are what we're going to need. Now, you're also going to need to right away go get really, really comfortable. So what that means is find, like a couch like this, and you're just going to sit here and just really surrender. You have to be totally released here, totally released. But you have to have your belly button available. Make sense? Yeah. Can you hear me okay from there? Because maybe I can do the exercise from there. Okay. Could you hear me over there, Emily? Well, I'll go back and forth a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start with the S. Okay, cool. But you can see me too, right? So I'll start over here. I'll go back and forth a little bit. You can hear me. Okay, perfect. Thank you for responding. You guys are rock. Okay, so here we are. Here's my belly button, right? Yep. Okay, perfect. So we're going to start, really surrender, you guys. This has to be in the couch, and we're going to start with just a long S. Ready? Inhale. S. 2 more. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Surrender. Stay released. Now you're going to do a crescendo with the S and decrescendo. Here we go. Inhale. Inhale and crescendo. Make it louder. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Now we're going to pulse the S. So you'll do S. Here we go. Inhale. Pulse it. The belly button moving in and pulsing. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Pulse it. Good. Now, with no voice, you're going to do a tongue trill. Inhale. Inhale, 2 more. Third one, inhale, no voice. Now you're going to crescendo with no voice on the tongue trill. Inhale. Crescendo, decrescendo, 2 more. Last one in that. Inhale. Now you're going to pulse the tongue trill. Inhale. Two more, no voice. Inhale. Stay surrendered. Inhale. Good. Now you're going to go back and forth with no voice and voice. If you can't do that, Jess, just do the lip trill as I'm doing this. Here we go. Add voice, no voice, add voice. Here it is. Inhale. Good. 2 more. Inhale, no voice, add voice. One more. Inhale. Good. Now we're going to all voice with the trill. If you can't do the tongue trill, just go to the lip trill. We'll do the lip trill twice. So now with voice, the tongue trill. Good. 2 more. Just easy tongue trill, voice. Now we're going to crescendo with the voice and decrescendo. Inhale. 2 more, crescendo. One more. Now listen once, we're going to do these notes on it. Do that with me. 2 more, just like that. Belly button leads it. 1 more. Now we're moving to the lip trill. If you can't do the lip trill, just stay with the tongue trill and do it twice. But let's go to the lip trill, belly button, no voice. Stay released into the couch or the chair. Inhale. Easy, no voice. Now we'll crescendo the lip trill, no voice. 2 more. Crescendo, decrescendo, 1 more. Good. Now no voice, might tickle like that. Pulse the lip trill, no voice. Good. 2 more, pulsing, no voice. One more, inhale. Good. Now we're doing no voice, voice, no voice, voice. Here we go, lip trill. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale. Excellent. Inhale. It is like a car engine, Dalila. Okay, now we're going to do all lip trill with sound. Just easy. Here we go. Inhale. 2 more. Inhale. Belly button leads it. 1 more. Now we're going to crescendo with a lip trill, sound, decrescendo, and belly button leads the crescendo. Belly button leads the crescendo. Release into the couch. Now we're going to do this with, make these notes. Here we go, 3 of those. And belly button release. Last one. That's the exercise. Now, if you're like me, you should be a little bit tired here with that belly button working, moving in. And for someone like Oliver, who has dysphonia, vocal dysphonia, the vocal cords now are getting a little natural massage. We're not focusing on the throat, but we're doing that no voice voice. So it's getting sort of this natural release. Yeah, feel tired but relaxed. Do you feel like a little tired with the belly button? I'm very tired here because we've been doing this now for 3 hours. I've been singing and talking for 3 hours. We did this. Now I really feel the belly button, but it's like an athlete. If we were running a good 5-mile run, 10-mile run, wow, you get tired, but in a good way. Good, Emma. You feel relaxed. Wonderful. This is a good time to feel more relaxed. Cameron, what I love is you're saying your jaw is looser. That means when you're doing the belly button in, that you're not tightening here. This is excellent. A little euphoric. Yeah, don't you feel bliss? We should always be feeling bliss, you guys. I know we feel pain, but we also get to feel bliss. And this is a blissful time to be able to just be in our body and feel all of our breath and our support. Breath should bring you bliss. In the end, we have to work through everything we've held, and now we get to release it and get to the other side. You feel like a cat and you want to lay in the sun. What a great thing to do. Go lie, find a little patch of sun and go lie in it. What a great idea. Unless it's nighttime there, but how about moonshine? We can lie in the moonlight because the moon is getting full. I think it's a total lunar eclipse. On Sunday, the moon is full. So it's just getting fuller and more full. Oh, Ron, I haven't heard from you. This is great. You're energized and motivated. What a beautiful, beautiful awareness. Cynthia, yeah, memory. That's right. Now I can sing Memory from Cats. Well, we did 3 hours today. This is the hardest time because we have to say so long. Not addio, which means goodbye. Maybe see you soon. How about that? See you soon. And by the way, really, please make sure you have your little turn on. If you want to join me in a vocal exercise, I might be on a beach and say, let's do a vocal warm up together. So please be sure to follow me on Instagram, here on YouTube, and also on my Facebook, Mary Setrakian Official, because I'm going to surprise you this next month. I'm going to come on. I might even do this healing exercise again. We can all do it together. Oh, we're all on the same page, the happy cat page. I love it. It's so great. And Emma, you've got the fox. I love it. We can also, animals are so beautiful. Good, you can join me. Okay, the Craig. Hi, the Craig. You got a little lightheaded. That's excellent. You know what I think that means too? Is that you hold your breath sometimes, Craig. You hold your breath. And so now you had permission to use it. So now suddenly your body's getting air. So you might get a little dizzy. But that's good. That means you're getting more air now. So really enjoy this. Really enjoy it. Don't stand up suddenly and get dizzy and trip and hit your head. That we don't want. But dizzy is okay. I love it. Thank you, Jess, for coming on. Just having you here has been so wonderful for me. And good. Joy, joy, joy. Thank you for your thank yous. By the way, for my book, for my literary agent, if you want to write any, and I'm sorry, this is sort of PR side, but if you want to write a little testimonial and send it to me through my contact page, or if you want to post something, I don't mean you have to do it live, public, but just something that I can hand over so I get the right publisher for my book, that'd be great. But that's just being a little bit selfish here. Emma, thank you, honey, for your beautiful words. Oh my goodness. So the quote that I used by Michael Caine is that he said, when you're going, for example, into a need, or you're going into a character and you yourself wouldn't go that far, go further. See if you can go further. He said, go further than you would ever go. And I love that because we have permission. We have permission to go further than you'd ever go. If it was like being angry or being sad or being, maybe you wouldn't say that to a human being, but we get to go use it and give it to art. Thank you, Julia. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Meg, lightheaded is great for you right now. It's going to take a long time for you to not a long time, but you're going to just notice it getting freer and freer as you go, like the Craig said. Thank you, Mara. I'm so thrilled. Thank you, Jeff, for being here. Yeah, does that make sense, Cameron? Yeah, he just said to go further than you ever would as yourself. Give it to a character and just go further and see how far you could actually go. I'm so glad that you felt safe, Doris. I mean, I feel like this community here is also so beautiful. You guys have made this something special. You've made it that special. So thank you. Oh, Craig, thank you for letting me be selfish. I love it. You have Michael Caine's book, Emily. Yeah, some of these like iconic actors, some of them are in old age, some of them have passed on. Their work is really, I know we have some new people that are coming out, but please go to some of these iconic actors and singers because they really understand the work, really do. Oh, thank you, Lynn. You guys are so amazing. Yes, Clarissa, what a journey, what a journey. This is like our afterglow moment. So thank you for the afterglow here. Laura, your talent, I know you send me videos all the time, and your talent is so dynamic and amazing. So please, you guys, follow your dreams. Just follow your dreams. And remember Kina. Follow Kina if you have any questions for her. If you want to do a free consultation with her, you might, if you feel stuck, there's places to go, people to help, even therapy, the right therapist to help. There's lots of people that want to help. So we have to know ourselves, and it's a journey in knowing ourselves, and we need help to do that. We can't just go inside and do it ourselves all the time. We also need help. So find the right people to help you. Oh, well, thank you for these beautiful words. Thank you, Meg. Thank you. Oh, Doug. Thank you, darling. Yeah. Thank you, Doug, for saying that what I want to do with you said with Sierra, but with every student, including all of you, I want you guys to be the best you can possibly be. And that's my job, is help you get to your potential and to your truth and your greatness. So thank you for saying that. That is so really generous and beautiful. I just so appreciate it. Marga, I'm so glad to find you. I mean, this coronavirus has created something so special for us, you know, that we could be together. Thank you, Dalila. Thank you, Cynthia. Is it selfish to set your limits? You had a discussion about it with your writing class teacher. I just think that whatever your dream is, to focus on that. I wouldn't focus on what's your limit. I would focus on just what you want. I wouldn't say I have to set my limits. It's more like saying, this is my dream. What are my steps to get there? And then keep following each step and see where it takes you. Of course, we can have a plan, but you know, some of us who plan too much or say, this is my limit, there's no way I'll be able to do that. You don't even know. You don't even know. So I would suggest to maybe phrase it in a different way. What are my dreams and what is my plan? What are my steps? And follow each step and then see where it takes you and say, well, this is my goal for this time. And, you know, you just never know. You just never know. It's funny. I was doing some clutter clearing with beautiful Elena yesterday. She came over and I found an article written about me in college. And they were saying how at Stanford University, you know, people don't study music. They study, you know, how to be a doctor, how to be a lawyer, how to be something that they call music fuzzy studies. And they were saying, well, let's interview somebody with fuzzy studies and see what's going to happen to them. And, you know, I didn't even know I wanted to be on Broadway at that time, but I knew I wanted to study more. I knew I wanted to get a great technique. And that's what I said in the article. And I said, you know, someday maybe I'll be a teacher. I don't remember ever saying I'll be a teacher. I always thought I never wanted to be a teacher. But I got to be on Broadway. I got to, you know, tour the world, and I'm still performing, you know, concerts. And so you just don't know what's going to happen. I never knew I was going to go to Italy. So just don't say you've got limits. Okay, I guess that's the key. Thank you, James. I'm just so proud of you and just love your presence here. You've been and thank you, Ron. You guys have been you've been my core for the men. And your attitude and positive beauty is beyond compare. So thank you. That means so much in the world. You know what? We have to go out into this world with kindness. Kindness is the deal. Love terrorists and kindness. I tell you, this guy, Daniel J. Watts, please follow him. I just realized if there are people like that in the world, I want to live, because that's the kind of world I want to be in. And so check him out on the responsibility. Well, check out all of Sierra's light lessons for sure. But that one on responsibility, and then his jam, it's what I want in the world. Self-care, that's right. Gotta really be true to you. True to you. Elena said, Mary conducted a whole orchestra at Stanford. I was conducting, I was doing everything. You don't know what your limit is, Cynthia. And Cynthia, let me tell you, honey, you don't have limits. You've got a whole thing ahead. I don't know. And I'm so excited you're in writing class. Also check out writing. Check out, maybe you're going to write shows. Maybe you're going to write music. Maybe you're going to, you know, open up your mind and say, today I'm going to write a song. Today I'm going to paint. Get Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way, because that will help you like explore things you never even thought to explore. Okay. Oh, Dalila, you're so sweet. She says, I can't wait to grow up and be someone like you. And I remember being your age and going, oh God, I want to grow up. I want to grow up. And it's so hard. This is so weird. This is so crazy. This is so weird. And you just go with each step. And I tell you, enjoy that journey. Just keep enjoying the journey, Dalila. Wonderful. Well, you're so sweet, Jess. It won't end. We're just going to have a little month here. Keep going back to the other lessons, and we'll be in touch in August. And be sure to sign up, because I'm going to surprise you with like a warm up or like singing a song together. Just you wait. I'm going to throw you a surprise. So I hope, I don't know how to do it, because if I do it when you're not, I don't know. How do you do that with Facebook Live or Instagram Live or YouTube Live? I might go live. Let's see what happens. So if you think of self-care as setting limits, I love it. I don't want you to set limits for your dream. That's what I mean. But as far as self-care, in my book, I have a calendar, and I color code my calendar. Let's see if I can show you. So let's see. This was in January. So everything green. I was working with Bella Thorne in January. You see blue? I make sure that I rest. I put blue in. Like, even though I have green here, I make sure there's blue. Blue is resting, you know? So self-care, absolutely. So Ron says that he started out as a math major in college and wound up playing and teaching classical guitar in San Diego for 45 years. Made all the difference in the dream, in his world. Follow your dream. So let's listen to Ron. I love it. Okay. Where can you post testimonials for my book? Thank you for asking, Julia. You know what would be best is either Twitter or, yeah, I think Twitter, because you know why? It's a selfish thing, because I can copy it quickly and then I can send it to my literary agent. I can copy and paste it so I can save it easily. I love your posts on Instagram, but I can't copy it. So if it's long, I have to type it all out. So if you want to jump to Twitter, like James is on Twitter, I'm on Twitter. I'm not as vocal on Twitter, but that would be the best place, I think. And if you want to do something private, just send me a private message either through my contact page on marysetrakian.com, or if you want to send me something private on Messenger in Instagram, that works too, because Messenger, I can copy it easily. But unfortunately, the public ones, you know, it's okay, but I have to like type them out. Okay. So Cynthia's saying she does ballet, yoga, martial arts, acting, singing, writing, but your message was taken out of context. Okay. Maybe I needed to hear it. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you meant, but maybe you meant self-care, which is really important. You are a go-getter. So I think sometimes, Cynthia, you do have to stop and take care of yourself. Sometimes I think you're, you know, those of us who like do too much, we also have to surrender. This is a big Oprah Winfrey lesson. And that is that you work as hard as you can, you do as much as you can, and then you have to give it up and surrender. We have so many people in other dimensions, our guides, our angels, this is what I believe. We have all of these people on the other side, even just the creator or God's energy or whatever you believe in, who, if you ask, they will be there and help you. And they're working for you. So sometimes we have to surrender. So I can imagine that that's what you meant, Cynthia, because meeting you, you're a go-getter, and sometimes we get in our own way. Okay, so Doug is saying check out the app called Marco Polo. You can put a video there that we can see later. Oh, okay. I only have Instagram. I guess I'm not too technically profound, but thank you for that. Yeah, you have to create a Twitter account. I'm sorry. You can certainly, you're so sweet though. Thank you guys. It's so darling of you. Really. I just, I will definitely miss you too. This is so wild. This has been, Cameron says, the first happiness in my life in a long time. Oh, honey, when I'm starting to feel alive again. because of these lessons with the love and support from Mary and this whole darn group. This is what it's about. It's about community. And, you know, Sierra always talks about too, that theater is not, you know, it's not a sport for just one person. It's really a community. It's a team sport, as she says. So I'm just so happy you feel the love from, and I feel the love. I'm going to miss you guys too, because it's like, oh, now I don't get to see you next week. Okay, what was I thinking? Oh God, okay. A flaw is a quality you use too much. Oh, I see what you're saying. A flaw is a quality you use too much. Well, the tragic flaw is when your need gets jammed up. Like if you have the need to be loved or the need to be somebody special, it gets jammed up. And then you go into your tragic flaw, whether it's like feeling insecure or being a victim. So, but you know what? That's part of being human. So here we are. Okay, my darlings. Mwah. I send you all so much love. And thank you for sending love to the world today through Aquarius. This was amazing. And Ronili, I'll miss you too, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll be coming back soon. I'll probably keep the Zoom lessons on Wednesdays. I think I'm going to do that. So let's see. Bye, Jess. Lots of hearts to all of you. And oh my goodness, we will be in touch soon. I will be doing, like I said, spontaneous live. Maybe here. If I send a message out saying I'm going to be live in an hour, would that work? I think that works, right? Okay, I can try to do that. Ciao Elena, buon viaggio. Spero che tutto vada bene, anche soprattutto all'aeroporto e in the airplane. Bye, Emma. Lots of love to you too. Bye, Cynthia. Thank you. Yes, I will. Okay, here we go. Ciao for now. Bye, my darlings. Bachi, bachi. Let's do the kiss. Ready? Inhale. Catch it. Ciao.